Can you confirm whether you can hear me, please?
Can hear you.
I can hear you.
Quietly.
Awesome.
No, not that quiet.
Oh, it's quiet for me.
Right, now Axel's back, I'm going to come off.
All right.
I'll see you all later.
Yep.
Take
See
care.
ya.
Yep.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
Think we've had another 2 drop out for laundry.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been quite a lot have dropped out.
Did -1 drop out?
Yes, they're gone,
Yes.
which pleases me a lot. Like that actually really does please me that they've gone.
It says we're on the same lap as the people ahead now.
Yep, and I want to see what.
So
Yeah, they're.
did we get the people ahead in the pit stop?
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's that
Did
extra
them.
lap.
And
They're not far behind.
and the next one is half a lap ahead of you, less than half a lap ahead of you
Oi.
on their out lap.
Is it the same? It's the same person as in the car, isn't it? Yeah.
Yuki Uzuru.
I've got. Oh, it's not. It's changed then. It was Kayuki before.
No, this is a
Yuki, not a
Yuki. Yeah.
Koyuki. It's must because it hasn't. Because I'm looking at laps and he hasn't done one yet, so it's probably not shown. Oh yeah, I see him at the bottom there. Has he done any before? Any lap?
2:41.
Yeah, he did do some earlier on. Similar times to you, I think. So probably we end up in around the same sort of place.
Yeah, they've got this driver and one other that are, I guess, borderline on the minimum laps required.
It's a good job that Itsuki guy isn't in, because he's the one that's done the fastest lap out of everybody.
Yeah.
But he's done 2. He did 1. He started. Are they just doing hour stints or something?
I don't know. Ours are pretty much 1 hour.
Maybe he won't be racing anymore because he's done quite a lot. The faster guy, he's done 104 laps.
That's a lot of laps to have done up to this point.
Yeah. Because we're on lap 277.
Yeah, it was Asuki Ogato. I can't tell if that's an A or an O.
Hopefully he's
did the
finished.
7. It's disconnected, I think.
Yeah, but maybe he's gone off to come back on to finish or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly.
Definitely feeling the tires though.
Do you feel they'll come back in?
Possibly it was like that.
You're full fuel as
Earlier.
well, though. So that might also not be
Oh,
helping.
that's unsettled them, yeah.
because they're more worn out and you're heavy.
Hey, 24, if you're chatting to me, my car's pretty rubbish with a 20 litres of fuel tank. So check the position.
What
I
the?
can't
Not affecting
thing
your
that
times.
says.
Word, Jake. No stress, mate. All right, thank you.
Ah, stress, mate.
What were
No
they on
stress, mate.
about?
They were just saying if to Jake, if you want the position back, take it. And he's saying I'm on full fuel and not comfortable yet. Don't worry about it.
Oh, fair enough.
Actually, civil conversation. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's nice to hear once in a while.
It is.
I think it's because they're both Australian.
Oh, Jane, I was meant to ask you.
Hmm?
Have you ever
Say Jane.
tried, Jane? Have you ever tried dandelion and burdock?
I have not.
You need to try it. I think you would like it.
Like a more traditional classic fizzy or cordial drink.
Fizzy. Fizzy's better.
Yeah, but I guess that's probably not the most traditional version.
No, it's not. Honestly, dandelion and burdock is amazing. You should try it if you can get it. If you can get some.
But you like if you like
Okay.
elderflower and stuff, then
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try it.
I used to think it was like Coke when I was younger, but it isn't really.
It's just more of a mead.
A what?
A mead?
No, it's more like a
It is like a cola,
Juice.
but it's
Oh,
it's a flavored,
Oh, so
different flavored
it's a-
cola.
soft drink.
non-alcoholic? Or...
It's non-alcoholic. I think you can get alcoholic versions, but the traditional one's non-alcoholic.
Okay.
I have a bottle sat right next to me right now.
My mum loves it.
It's amazing.
Okay,
Was
a
it
bit
the
of
two
home-
guys behind me who were chatting with each other?
Probably, yeah.
It was car number 24 and
Yeah,
another one.
well, car 24 is right behind him.
I see the sense in what the guy's done. He's let the guy who's
You can follow him.
been lapped anyway, so it doesn't matter for position, stay in front so he can get the tow so he can catch me quicker.
And save fuel.
Yeah. Can't fault them for that.
Although he has fallen really far back now.
Well, you can let this guy go past him and do the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would be able to get...
Oh, he's dropped back, is he?
Yeah,
What's
he's
happened
now,
with him?
I think he's just off the pace at the minute.
I'll have a look and see if he made a mistake or something.
He was like right behind the guy. He's like within a second.
Okay, so there's a store in Mississauga that will sell it.
He went on the curb on Puon. Went
And he
okay,
pooed
he's
it.
gone on the,
And he
Went-
poo on, did he?
on the flange. He went on the grass on the flanges a bit.
Ah,
Four
so
wheels
he
on the
lost a
grass.
bit of time.
Nice.
So he's just dropped back for that.
The thing is, he's going to have to let the leader pass soon. Well,
Yeah, shortly.
Okay, I will have to look for it in the international sections of various stores that I go to.
Yeah, it
it's
might be
horrible.
difficult. It might be
Yeah.
difficult.
We have actually pretty good like expat sections in our grocery stores, like Indian food, Chinese food, British food. Like I get mushy peas from tins of mushy peas from my mum.
that's a proper British food, that.
Mushy peas, and
Yeah,
fish and chips.
she's welcome to it.
I don't
You like it?
I don't like them, but it is a
Oh.
proper British food.
Fresh
It
mushy
is.
peas are good. at a restaurant or a takeaway or something.
I'm just trying to look for Canadian sources of it.
Not a sauce, it's a pop.
Yeah, fair.
Yay!
Not dandelion and burdock.
Yeah.
I got what you mean. It took me a minute there.
Oh, do you know what? On the Wikipedia, it does say it was originally a type of light mead
Oh,
Yeah,
was
that's
it?
why I
in the
said
Middle Ages. Yeah.
Ah.
I mean,
Ooh, fast as
any
that.
time in our lifetime, it hasn't
Hey.
been.
No,
But-
it's a fizzy pop. It's a cola.
I think those posh ready-made juice things you get, not squash, but like that in the glass bottles.
Oh yeah,
I think you can get it in that as well.
probably.
Can't think what they're called. I don't normally buy them.
I know what you mean. I don't know what you call them.
Yeah, tires don't feel too bad right now.
It shares
That's good.
its origin with a number of drinks originally made from light fermented root extracts such as root beer and sarsaparilla.
sarsaparilla.
It doesn't taste anything like root beer.
It does
Not
not.
even close.
I hate root
Good.
beer.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It tastes
Okay,
like dentist mouthwash.
If we're on the same page on that, I should be okay.
Yeah, it's not like that at
Because
all.
for me, root beer tastes like stale bubble gum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not pleasant.
And yet I know tons of people who love it, so they're welcome to my share.
I didn't like that. What's that Harry Potter drink? You can
Butterbeer.
they do it in- Yeah, is that the one? Is that it, the one you get it from?
Hello?
M&S and that do it.
Went to Universal Studios in Florida and they had it there. That wasn't very
Yeah,
nice. Either.
yeah,
It was
they'll
similar
have
to
that as
root
well.
beer.
Butterbeer.
Sense.
It did not taste
Um,
like joy, like it said in the book.
No, very much so.
Okay, I'm not getting to Surrey, BC, so let's try another source.
What is? Have you tried sarsaparilla?
The guy can I just point out the guy behind is now 20 seconds back.
Ooh.
He's had another incident somewhere.
And the guy immediately behind you is 3 laps down, so I wouldn't fight that hard.
Yeah, don't bother fighting him.
Pitting, we are pitting.
Oh, they're pitting. Oh,
Oh no!
crap.
Yeah, you can go now.
What happened?
He spanned.
Well, I was getting ready to let him by, and then it
And he
totally put
tagged
me off the corner because he didn't.
Yeah, because he decided to pay. It happens.
Yeah.
This is your first spin. We've all had one, so
Yeah, I think everyone's had at least one now.
At least I can say mine was on all tires.
I don't know what happened to the guy behind, but he's in the pits.
Oh, are they in the pits again?
Yeah, I'm just going back now. Oh, he had damage.
Which one was it? Was it the... Which
Okay.
team was it?
So is it lasagna? The bit where he Okay, he went wide, hit the gravel, it threw him into a fence really hard. So then he drove straight into the pits.
Ugh. Okay, that place is on the other side of Toronto, so that's not a help.
Oh, I see what's happened. Okay.
Oh, he's crabbing. It's going to be a big repair.
Oh. Yeah, that was a big hit.
We don't need to worry about them anymore.
No, they're
Nope.
they're really good for them now. Yeah, that's got to be a decently long repair there.
There is a team 12 seconds behind you though. I don't know how well they're doing. They're quick, so they might catch you by the end of your stint, but that's just because they're doing 217s.
Is that the...
It's not the
I'm
Red
getting
Bull
understeer now as
pig
well.
one.
No, which...
Fuel Brothers.
Oh, is it them? Yeah, the Red Bull pig.
No, it's not. It's
Blue
a
cow.
Mercedes.
Oh, is that the one in front of them? Why's the camera always on the wrong car for me? Oh yeah.
I don't know. I can't help you with that.
Fuel Brothers, whichever they are. I can't see their colour.
No, nor can I. They're really dark by the looks of it. They're
Fucking hell,
like
this guy in front, he's flying.
black and white.
Oh, so is it red?
P1, what do you expect?
Yeah, the guy in front is P1. He is the leader.
Yeah, but like, fucking hell. Lap after lap, Sharp has done the fastest lap. Sharp has done the fastest lap. I'm like, fuck.
Let's see
Slow
what
down,
lap
mate.
times.
Qualified first as well.
One of our league races.
What lap times are they doing?
Well, he
He
hasn't
just
done,
did a 15.
he hasn't done
Last was at
the
2:58.
fastest lap.
No, he's not even done their personal fastest lap, has he?
He's probably going for the fastest out of the track. That's why, because it's 1:15.7 is the fastest overall.
Yeah, he's done a 2:15.8. He is flying though. He's consistently 17:16s.
Yeah, he's only a tenth slower. Well, the last one was only a tenth slower than the fastest lap overall.
If your tyres are causing you grief, you might just have to back up your braking a little bit from what you've been doing.
Yeah, I started it. But then somehow I'm already 0.07 up on my time as well. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Just
Apparently-
go slow.
keep doing that then. Either that or they've come back in.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, expect Patrick to catch you up at some point. He's quick. It's just
Fucking starfish.
it says it's most similar in flavour to sarsaparilla.
Come on, 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 come on. Hey, that's 22.22 quicker.
Good lap.
I don't know what sarsaparilla tastes like specifically. I don't think I've had it
I've-
knowingly, or
I've
if I did,
only-
it was when I was super young.
I've only heard of it on The Simpsons when Grandpa Simpson tried to get it from a Western.
I've heard of it from the Fallout games. Sunset sarsaparilla. But that's
it's
the
a
only time
very
I've heard that word again.
Popular drink in Oklahoma, and I've had it many times.
What's it
I was
taste
about
like?
to say, it's a southern U.S. drink, so you're probably the person to ask about it, Brian.
Yeah, it tastes a bit like root beer. My recommendation is if you have a bottle of sarsaparilla or root beer, use it for basting a short ribs. Don't
Oh.
drink it. It's
Okay.
really good on short ribs.
Okay.
There's people
But-
that put Coca-Cola on food
Oh
as
yeah,
well,
'cause
don't
it
they?
caramelizes.
Coca-Cola chicken's amazing. I will not have it dissed.
I've never tried it myself,
It's very good.
but I've had it well recommended to me. I just never have full sugar Coke in the house anymore.
Yeah, it's good for cooking, but I wouldn't drink it.
Okay.
That's Coca-Cola or sarsaparilla, root beer, any of that.
I don't think dandelion and burdock is going to be as strong a flavour as those by the sounds of it. Then.
No, definitely not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'll have to go looking for it.
Is root beer is a really strong flavour
Yeah, it is.
to me, and dandelion burdock
Okay.
isn't anything like
Okay.
that.
I think we're on the same page then. I'll give it a go.
Oh,
That's where he went off.
is the car okay?
Feels alright.
Okay, we'll go with it. That did not look like a 0x hit though.
No, it did. Well, no.
I think I got 1x, didn't I?
Yeah, but that was for off track, not for contact.
Did you seriously only get an off track for that?
He got an off track for it.
Wow, well held.
What can I say? Got to hold in shit when it goes wrong. I've had a lot of practice at crashing, alright?
I would tell you if you've got any damage or not, but you just can't see anything.
No, that's the problem.
Driving some lights.
The rear wing looks straight.
Some light coming up, yeah.
I think the left front bumper thing's lifted
Oh,
Yeah, so there
Oh
might,
no.
slightly.
might be
I
a
scuffed
couple.
the bumper.
It
It's
looked
really
like a
hard to
bigger
tell.
hit.
I think
How's
you
it
got a nice
feel?
It looked
Oh,
like a.
someone just spam behind you. I think was that Patrick?
No.
I lift my glass to your recovery on that one, Richie.
There's a trick
You
to
actually
crashing
got
well.
You got airborne.
There's a trick to crashing well, alright? Don't fight it, just go with it.
I'm not arguing with you. I will.
We
I
are.
think there might be an element of luck in there, actually.
Yeah, you've got so lucky. There's no damage there. That was a big hit.
Well, if you go back and look, I saw it. It was going to happen, so I lifted off. I tapped the brakes a little bit, but then I just went with it. I was like, "Well, it's gonna happen, so just go with it."
Yeah, and that was clearly the best thing to do.
The other guy, the other team, he went off at the exact same bit, caught the back tire on that little bit of gravel in the corner, and it span it. And then I think he must have been powering on, and it span him across the other side of the track straight into a fence.
There is a little bit of damage on the rear bumper.
Oh,
Literally, that's all I can see. A little bit of damage.
There's been
we
damage on
will
the
take
bumper
that.
since the start.
Yeah, I mean, left-hand side looks like it's crumpled a little bit, but very little.
But there should be some optionals at the end of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although, didn't we say... Was there any optionals from the previous incident? When Tuggy got in the car? Because I wasn't here, was I?
don't think so.
I think there were 30. No, when did Paul get the 30 seconds of optionals? Is that when he nose firsted into the barrier? There's great
was-
use of the English
yeah.
language.
Yeah, I think that must have been them
I think that was the longest
optionals we've had.
optionals we've had, and that was
The guy
As I
behind's
said,
pitted.
Guy behind's pitted.
yep.
Ooh, why?
After only 15 laps. No,
Yeah.
after 26 laps. So there's logic there.
Yeah, it's just he's just don't
Oh,
looking
he's
for his
actually
normal
due.
time.
Out of cycle for us, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
actually
did.
due for a stop.
That was a 26 lap stint that they did before pitting.
How many laps did I do last time?
25, I think.
How
I don't
many
know.
am I on?
15 as far as I can tell.
Yeah, you've got about another 10 laps to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the loo in about 5 laps time before my stint starts.
Okay.
I don't want to have to run again.
No, I don't wish that on you.
I had the same start to my race. It's Paul's fault.
So how much gap are we going to have to the guy who's behind? Because it's going to be a fair gap.
It depends on how the next few laps Richie does, and then how his outlap goes.
Well, yeah.
Because if we're going to be pitting shortly and he's in now.
Well,
Yeah,
we've got
that's
10
true.
laps.
Oh, is it the same? Is he changing driver though?
Yeah, we're going to be changing driver after this, is it?
Yeah,
Or am I
yeah.
on another stint?
No, I'm in next.
They've
Right.
changed driver.
Oh, Fuel Brothers are in the pits still.
Yeah, they've changed driver.
They've been in for a whole lap though, nearly, haven't they now?
They've only been in for 55 seconds. Stopped.
Oh, okay.
And they had tires as well, so they just dropped down and
And
they're just going now.
Yeah, they were on a regularly scheduled pit stop.
Okay.
They've just had a normal driver change stop. Who's next in?
Me. For 2 more stints. And then I think it's Tuggy again, innit?
Let me look at the sheet. No, that is not the spreadsheet. Yeah, Tuggy for a stint, and then Chris for 2, Tuggy for 2, Richie for 2, Alex for 2, and Axel closes us out.
My final one's only going to end up being 1 stint, innit?
Just see what happens overnight.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, right now, your final stint
It depends on
is
the leader as
starting
well.
yeah. Right now, your final stint starts at what amounts to, oh, good grief, contact lenses, stop fogging up. 8:46 a.m. and the race started at 8:45 a.m. So you might get just the last stint in.
Okay.
So some fuel saving might not be a terrible idea.
I'll try do a 26 lap stint on one of mine. I will attempt.
Yeah, just
Make sure you've got enough. Don't risk it on a maybe.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to make sure I have enough. I'm just going to try to do some lifting coasting.
We'll end up losing a lot more time than if it's not. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just because at the moment it's on the bubble of like to the minute. But if we can get a couple of extra laps, that might help.
The guy in the car, Fuel Brothers car, is he hasn't driven yet. This is his first time out.
Oh, interesting.
Jeez, man.
And he's just done his out lap and he's on his first lap now. So we'll let you know where he's at. In fact, you're behind him, so you can tell us. He's the car in front of you.
Mickey Mingo,
Yeah.
you taking the Mickey?
I'm sure he's heard it before.
The car that was behind us at the accident is still in the pits.
They're still in the... Whoa.
100 and, or sorry. Oh, good grief.
It's a big repair. They are currently in 16th, soon to be 17th.
Until they go and do some laundry, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
I can see that happening.
They'll stick it out. They might as well. They're still in the top 20.
The one fishing behind you is P17, well, 7 laps down from you. I wouldn't fight that hard.
I'm going to start opening my race lab stuff that I actually need for my stint.
Crew Chief?
Yep.
Yes, I will do start crew chief as well.
I'm not fighting this guy. I'm pulling away.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, he's on his out lap, according to Race Labs.
Oh, okay. Which car?
Not fighting him, Richie.
Radio check. 2 litres left.
There we go. I've got my stuff going.
I'm not fighting him. I'm fighting my lap difference. I'm 0.47 up. I don't know where it's come from, but it's there.
Tires are back in.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Mikey Minjo is about to tell us his lap.
Oh, I messed up that last chicane though.
220.5.
Well, you didn't spin, so don't worry about messing up that chicane.
You that chicane mess up that you say,
Yeah.
Probably would have been a 217.
Yeah.
But you're still doing really good times anyway. And you're quicker than the guy ahead. The car ahead. He's not. He's the car behind that is ahead.
The car ahead that's a car behind?
Yeah.
The one that's both.
Yep.
Which is good because he's already done his pits. You've got a few laps to go, so anything that you're doing better on him now.
Right, I'm going to run to the loo and that before my stint.
Yep.
Piss off, then.
Is he using you for draft?
Probably.
Possibly.
The good thing is though, he's shining some light on your car so you can see now, and I don't see any damage.
It'll probably be a NASCAR repair. Stick some tape over it.
Yeah.
New fastest lap for Sharp, 2:15.57.
Put a new sponsor sticker over top of it, and you're good.
There's an incident in the chicane. It looks like it's right.
Yeah, I think
Now
he,
I think Amy will have to go.
he's behind you. Like right behind you, Jesus.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, if he wants to take me on this uphill bit.
Yeah, I think
Well,
the
after the uphill.
front split is slightly lifted, but that's it, and
Sector
it's
3
not a
is
big
1.3
amount of damage
seconds
there.
off the pace.
I'm not even sure if it's true. He keeps on certain angles. It looks like it isn't.
You want to know the even worse bit?
Hmm?
That lap where I was going quick, I feel safe going into turn 1.
This time, not so much.
Well, no, I'm currently 20.2 up.
Okay.
My sim rig just tried to break my leg.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Part of it lifts up so I can get in and out easily. As I was getting out, it fell and the corner of it hit my kneecap.
Ow. Oh, yeah. Oh, where the wheel is mounted, that hinge. Yeah. Because you've got the challenge, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Follow him.
about.
Yeah, it hurt.
I can only imagine.
Oh my God,
I don't want.
See if
I
you
don't
can
want to
stay
try
fuel
it
behind him.
myself.
Hopefully.
Our tyres and that turned on for my stop, yeah?
It's ready, yeah.
Awesome.
The leader, Sharp, is pitting.
So at the moment, as it stands, you've got 8 incidence points. That's your limit.
I will do my best. Problem is, I've been up since like 6:30 this morning.
No, no. It's your fault we're all doing endurance race. You wanted to do it.
I did want to do it, yes.
Excuses.
I was about to say, you are the ringleader on this one.
That's why I've got the most stints.
Fair.
So you're at 6.3 at the moment for laps.
But is he going to try to get an extra lap?
See if he can save a little bit more. He probably can get the extra lap.
Yeah, I reckon so.
And
Well, I'm
keep
actually
behind this
letting
guy,
off
you might
fuel
do it anyway.
behind.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm lifting off behind this guy.
Great. You'll probably be able to do it then.
Well, good luck with everything. I'm gonna sign off, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow if you're at the league race.
Sounds
Alright,
good.
see you later.
Okie dokie.
Cheers,
Catch you in a
Brian.
bit.
Take care, Brian.
All right, bye.
He's pushing to try and get away, and I'm just like, yep, not happening.
Yeah.
You stay right there, mate. I'm saving lots and lots of fuel here. Thank you very much.
Flaps, please.
How many laps?
5.5 at the moment.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you'll get the five more laps in.
I think so too. Okay, while you're doing that, then, so that I'm around for the pit stop, I will refill my glass of wine right now.
That team's finally back on track, that P51 Sim Sport.
Yeah, it was.
They are now, what? 10 laps behind us.
17th now.
Yeah.
Right, I'm back.
That fast team that were challenging us are now 10 laps behind
Well then.
after that accident.
And Mikey Minjo is 2 cars ahead. So that's the one that's the car that's behind us. The team that's behind us.
Take that.
Thing is, he's not going to let you past easy.
No, but
Yeah, but he's a lap down technically.
Yeah.
What you might find is by the time we do the pit, change tires and whatnot, he might be back on our tail again.
yeah.
But then again, they're going to have to pit before we do again, so...
See what happens on the straight here. He was flashing his brake light. Was he flashing his brake light then, or was the other guy flashing his lights at him? It looked like it was blinking to me.
I didn't see it.
Might just been a graphics thing.
Possible, yeah.
There's an incident in Eau Rouge.
Okay, watch out for the one exiting. Okay.
I think the guy ahead of you is quite happily sitting in his draft for fuel. Surely he could have got past on that straight.
I don't know, I was right on his ass, mind. I could have passed the guy in front if need be.
Oh, you might
think
you
you
might
need
have
to.
them both out of the way if they're acting like that. Just be careful not to get caught up in it.
Yeah, yeah. Great fuel saving this.
Take it.
So how many laps is he going to get now then? Another 3?
There's.
I don't know. I can't see
where
the
are we?
official game.
He's at 3.9 laps remaining now.
Oh yeah,
Might be
you'll
able
get another.
to get an extra one
for-
again.
Stay behind
See
them,
what
then. See what you got.
do. Yeah. Just sit comfy. Oh, yeah. Careful, careful, careful.
Oh, 7. You've got Axel.
I'll get 07 first lap if you call me Alex again.
Your name. It's not my fault. Your letters are all the same. You don't see anyone with the same letters as Chris.
Try and get past this guy or no?
Yeah, him I wouldn't mind getting past, but the other one I'd stick behind.
Thing is, this guy's
Thing
not going to
is-
let you go easy. Oh, he's wide anyway.
On your left.
Oh, and he,
Careful.
You are clear on the
Rejoin.
You're clear.
there we go. That's
Oh.
what we needed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully you can still get the draft of the other guy, but I think you're too far back at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're just
It might have cost
out
you
of
it,
there.
unfortunately.
But even so, we're ahead of him now. We're not going to lose 2 minutes 20 in the pits.
No.
Shouldn't have hit that inside curb.
16 left. 6 left. What do I get if I manage both stints with less than 5x?
Um,
Our
no
internal
drive through.
No drive. Fair.
You clawed back 2 temps. It cost you an X, but you need a flawless last chicane.
Well, like that.
That was
Yes.
pretty.
Yeah,
That was pretty flawless.
Okay, and now the same for Lasours.
Yeah, you can definitely get 2 more laps then.
What is it saying right now?
2.7.
2.7.
There's an
Oh,
incident
yeah,
in
you're good.
Eau Rouge.
Watch the guy on Exa. You're going to be clear.
Well, clear.
Incident in Bruxelles. We think it might be right.
Okay.
No time to tell you about that car.
No, there wasn't.
You are in draft, I think. Just.
Yeah, you will
Yeah.
be with it being a second behind.
It's currently at 2, so you've got 1 left at the moment.
So you are boxing at the end of this lap.
Yeah, you're on 1.7.
Easily enough.
What's that? If in doubt, flat out.
Yeah, you can go for a push lap now if you want.
You're not going to get another lap.
Try open up the gap to the guy behind a bit more.
Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear on the
Yeah,
left.
he's giving you the space.
Good move.
Well done. Well judged.
Judge Richie. Doesn't really have the same ring as it as Judge Judy. What's the British one?
Rinder in there.
Didrinda.
Oh, I've seen him on Have I Got News for You. He sounds like he seems like an interesting character.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
I don't know. I think I like that show better than seeing any of these people do a stand-up piece because they're
seen-
just more natural.
Have you seen 8 out of 10 Cats?
I have, and I'm not in love with it.
No? Ah.
I don't know why.
Have you seen anything with Sean Locke in it? He's dead now, but
The original QIs. It took me a while to warm to him.
yeah.
But in the same way as shoot.
You're hitting now, Richie.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're sitting in,
Left
Alex.
side.
Axel.
Pit lane speed limit is
Mhm.
60 kilometers per hour. You are clear on the left.
Yeah, okay.
Excellent,
I was
sir.
just having a drink anyway. But, yep. Ready to go.
I got some bad news, guys. Crew chief says he thinks we'll have to stop again.
No.
I thought you were going to say, I didn't get the pit limiter on in time.
Yeah, 30 odd second stop.
I was about to say to the first thing, let's file that under no shit, Sherlock.
Be careful of your pit limiter if it's on or not when you get in the car. Axel.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will do.
that's what caught me out.
And don't forget cold tyres, heavy car.
Yep. And I only have 6 X's to play with.
And it's going to be
Yeah.
different from last time you went in it. Temperature of the track.
Yeah, I'm going to take a few laps just to learn the track a bit more.
It'd probably be better for you actually than last time you were in it. Except for the
Oh,
fact that
I'm
Richie's
out.
done it.
I'm out.
Any optional?
Well driven.
I didn't
Yes,
notice offhand.
34 seconds of optionals.
Ah,
Oh
that's
no,
what-
not 34. Oh shit, I'm sorry guys. Oh no.
For that landing in the wall, I'd say 34
Yeah,
seconds.
that's light.
Yeah.
That's light.
Oh,
Your tyres were at 63% after that double stint.
Yes.
That
Nice.
was yes, well done.
There were people who had tyres at that after the first stint earlier on today.
Yeah.
I do have an issue though. I need another bath.
You need to get your you need to get your pillow or whatever it is, so you don't forget it later on.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm on optionals now.
Yeah, just take everything in it.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
mean, the
take
car
it.
didn't feel bad, but obviously it might help with the aerodynamics. You might go a bit quicker and
Yeah,
whatnot.
just take it
No,
all. It's much
No,
better.
the rule is always take the optionals.
Yeah.
We do not deviate from that. We have learned our lesson.
And make
It's not
sure
worth
all
it.
the optionals are taken before you pull away.
Is your pit limiter on?
Yes, it is.
Good.
They have just turned off the car.
Oh, if the car's off, you have to turn it back on.
Just
you
hit
start
your
again.
throttle pedal with it in neutral. It should just fire it back up. Well, it does for me on
Once,
auto
once
start.
your optionals are done.
It's done now anyway.
Okay.
133 stopped.
Okay, 1550.
Yes, I'm a bit.
2050.
Well,
There's traffic on the exit.
1550
Keep
for
it
me.
tight.
We're nearly tea time. See,
Yeah,
I do say it. I do say dinner and tea sometimes. I think I say lunch and tea. I think I'm mixing both up.
There's only one way to say it. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So we've
Tea
got
is a drink, and supper is the last meal you ever eat. What? Am I wrong or am I wrong?
so we
Then I hope I'm a long way from supper.
So you've come out ahead of Minji Mango, Mikey thing. But he's very close by.
yeah, he's going to be faster because my tyres are
We had some
freezing.
options.
The guy behind's
So
catching
it's
the gaps now.
Yeah, exactly.
0.9.
So don't worry about him. Just keep going. If he's getting close, just let him by. Let him by, and just if you feel like you're keeping up with someone, just stick in the draft.
in fact that car that's behind you is the one that Richie overtook before the end of his
Yeah.
stunt.
Yeah, I'd probably say let him by.
Car ride. Be on the right. Car ride.
Oh,
You're clear
Watch
on
out.
Mikey's
the
gonna.
right.
The other one's there. Oh,
He's having a
On
think.
your
Well,
left.
at least he's
clear on
having
the
a
left.
wise think.
oh, that was not the best place to overtake.
Right word.
No,
Car
it
main
wasn't.
change position.
I'm not a fan of that move.
I've just realised it's actually started to get light in game.
Yep. Sunrise.
Really? What time is it?
Yep.
Five.
Nice. You're driving into the sunrise. Happy
Awesome.
days.
Does that mean I might end up with the fastest lap? Because it's
Quite
only going to
possible.
start getting warmer once the sun comes out.
V12.
I certainly know that I couldn't push him much harder than that, not safely.
No.
Yeah, but don't forget you were on double old tyres.
Yeah, but when did I get my fastest lap? It was on the
Gap in
first
front
stint,
is
wasn't it?
increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
This one's gonna have a sniff at you right at the top of the hill.
4.
Oh no. Who's that then?
That's Tuggy back.
Hey, Tucky.
Right side.
On your right.
Be on the
Yeah, I
right.
saw him.
Okay.
That was a bit of a send.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I said, just let him by.
Find your
The
rhythm.
catch. Yeah. There's no point in pushing yet. Find the feel of the car, and then slowly push it bit by bit
So
until you get to the point when you feel like, yep, no, I'm going too far over the track now. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. The car's actually feeling really good at the minute.
Yay.
Oh,
We're
Axel just
watching-
got in.
Yeah,
yeah.
we had 32 seconds of optionals.
Did you
Well,
um?
that's all right. I
did
don't
you see
think we've
the
had more than
incident?
a couple of minutes, have we?
No,
No,
that's,
in
that's
total.
the most, I think.
Did you see the
Yeah.
incident at all, Tuggy?
Hey?
Did you see my incident? Were you watching a stream?
No, I've not. I've been eating McDonald's.
We've all had the great choices of food tonight. Although I haven't had McDonald's in ages. That's
Well,
tempting.
I say eating McDonald's, I've been choking on McDonald's.
He did it too quick, like.
I had a right fucking performance. The first thing I thought is, oh no, don't die because I've got to do another stint soon.
Right, I'll be back in a minute. I need a
I
pee.
love the commitment.
I'm more for the don't die because we like you.
Well, to be fair though, our last day around as well, at least mortgage would have been paid off.
Oh, there we go.
Every cloud.
There's an incident in Eau Rouge. Looks like it's Gomez.
This one's 22 laps down, so I don't know how badly you want to fight it.
When he gets close, I'll let him go.
Sounds good.
Joining the truck again. Oh, so
The gap in front has increased to 4.9.
It has just started to get light to the tuggy as well.
oh, nice. You've got. Are you doing a double on this
Yes,
one?
I
is it?
am. And then you're in for 1, and then I think it's Chris for 2, and then you're back in for another 2.
Yeah.
That's
and
correct.
Then Rick.
I'm going
Is
to
Rich
disappear.
gone for sleep? Has he? Oh no, he's still here.
No, he's still here. May have stepped away briefly, but
I'm going to disappear for a bit.
Matey.
okay.
I've got what? Is Tuggy is it a double Tuggy or?
A single for Tuggy, so you've got my 2 stints and then Tuggy's
I've got
1.
3 hours.
Yeah,
ish.
pretty much.
10 to midnight. You're in, Chris.
Thank you. Great.
Half 11. You want to be here then? Get settled
Yeah.
and have a wee.
Yeah, that's good advice.
All right, I will see you in a couple of hours.
Oh, matey.
All right.
That. I'm going to try and get an hour's kip in between my stints later.
That's fair. Well, according to this, I'm currently matching my previous lap time exactly.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, Richie did have a little bit of an incident in the double right-hander.
But holy
He
cow,
held it well.
He saved that so well and like got away with paint scratches. Oh, I thought he was gonna break too late. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to let him go.
Yeah,
On your right.
there's no reason to fight.
Come on, if you're going to
You are
send it,
clear on the
actually
right.
send it.
Yeah, like actually put it on the pigeon's leg.
Well, I happen to know they started the row in front of us, that team.
Yeah,
And now they're, what, P21, how many laps down?
yeah. Like I said, if you're gonna send it, put it on the pigeon's leg and let the pigeon go. Especially if you're doing it that slowly.
No, do it like Daniel Ricciardo and lick the stamp.
Exactly.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 10 seconds.
So the guy in front is losing me a bit, but I'm not too worried about that, yeah.
Don't fret.
They've still got a pit stop to make in, what, maybe 10 laps?
Which one?
Literally PP11 currently.
They have run 15 laps. You have run 4.
Yeah, so they've still got a pit again before I do.
Yeah, they're kind of almost half a stint off of you. Pit stops wise.
Meaning they're likely to have to do a splash and dash at the end anyway.
As it sits. Yeah, Tuggy, we were talking about doing some fuel saving if possible,
Yeah.
because right now the Axel's second stint, or sorry, first stint of his next double finishes 2 minutes after the end of the race. Does that make
Right.
sense?
So if we can save a little bit, I might not have to take a full tank even in the last stop.
Blue flag.
I would take the full tank just to be on the safe
Oh,
side,
yeah.
because right now it's like it's within 3 minutes.
Yeah. See how it is when we get there. You know, see how much we can save.
Exactly, but I mean, yeah, we're sitting inside the 12-hour mark, but
Blue flag.
if you can save another lap or two here or there, that'll definitely save us the splash to the end.
Yeah. To try. I was trying to do the fuel mapping when I was practicing
Right.
earlier.
I mean, don't do
I'm
it if
gonna
it slows
try
you down
with-
too much, but
Yeah. Well, I would by doing it, I was about a second a lap slower.
ugh. I don't know that that's worth it.
Yeah. But that was doing it by having it on map 2 whenever I weren't on a straight.
Car ride.
Right. Oh,
So
that was
Still
close.
there.
Still stuck
Hold
there.
your line. There's an incident in turn 9.
Again,
Your
another one.
right.
If you're going to go for it, go for it.
Yes. See, I
Oh, the
think that's
guys in
also-
front went off. The guys in front went off. They're now only 3
Well,
seconds in front of me. They were 15.
Yeah, they were.
fastest
Alright,
lap
Edward,
for
we're gaining on
sharp.
the car in front. The gap's now 4.1 seconds.
16 points,
Slower than us
15.61.
through La Source.
Sharp.
Pardon? Which race are you watching?
Oh no, guy leading's called Warwick Sharp.
Oh, I heard Charles, like as in Leclerc, and I'm like, I have no context for this.
My crew chief just said fastest lap for Sharp.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it
It's
made
like,
me
oh,
question.
Yeah, we've heard that somewhere before.
Do you know how much I would wet my pants if we got into a session with Charles Leclerc?
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be fun. We would also be pasted.
Oh,
like,
we
to the
would,
back.
but I would still wet my pants.
P11.
Oh yeah. Well,
'Cause
we
then-
were in the. Paul passed Max Verstappen in a practice session before an endurance race.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, any of the F1 drivers, I would wet myself.
I'd be lovely excited. Like I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm way up in my league if they're in the same session as I am,
Yeah.
but
I have raced against Jose Maria Lopez before and beat him.
oh,
Right side.
oops, on your right.
It was in an
There.
MX-5 race, and I beat him by
Be on
2
the right.
places.
Oh, well done.
And that was like the best thing I've ever done in this game, actually beating an actual racing driver.
I beat Verstappen in a you know what they call now? Cup.
I don't know.
Blue flag.
Mazda.
Oval Cup race, I can't remember what they call.
That's,
Oh, he's off! He's off! Where is he?
The unofficial one.
I'm ahead of him. He went off again.
Yeah, it's 3
Nice.
seconds behind there.
Yeah, that was Mikey. You're right, and you've got Warwick Sharp right behind you in first place. So
Yeah, I'll let him go as soon as I can.
The unofficial rookie cup one in oval.
oh, okay.
He crashed out and I beat him.
Okay, that'll do it. Yeah, was coming up your right and then reconsidered.
Yeah, I'll let him go into the
Gap behind
chicane.
now decreased to 2.5. A bit quicker than us entering La Source.
I'm just hoping he's that patient.
He's gonna have to be.
I don't think he will be. I think he's going to go on your left here.
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
On your left. Clear left.
I think he's going to pass you well before you get there.
Yeah, but that move's fucking stupid. That can easily end in tears for both of us.
Well, why do I get the feeling that that's why he's in first place?
Yeah, his 2.9 I rating, I think he knows he's going to have it.
Yeah, but isn't he also like a lap in front of everyone anyway?
10th position.
I've just got to call that the car behind has pitted.
Nice, that might be for repair then. So look.
Well, it's an unscheduled stop there, too early for a pit, yeah.
For Mikey?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 laps.
Awesome, so we might not have a problem with them anymore.
I don't think so.
All of
Let's see how long
our rivals are just fooling.
Hey, consistency, that's what we need.
Looking really good for a top 10, aren't we?
I'd say 11th or 12th is where I'm aiming at the minute. But 10th is definitely possible. But wait, how are we in 10th?
Well,
The two behind us are in the pits.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
the
someone
two
in front
cars-
must have had an incident then.
Yeah, but Yuki had an incident and Mikey had an incident.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus.
Mikey Mango is back out of the pits after a 59.7 7-second stationary. So that probably negates any pit stop advantage we had at the end for the splash.
Possibly. They're still behind us a bit though on stops, looking at it like that.
Unless that was the stop and go.
Oh, a drive-through maybe. That's a good point.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? It might be a drive-through because it has the lap run number has not reset.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a drive-through. Oh, that's good.
Who knew my data would actually improve itself? All I needed was RAM in the laptop. Yeah, Yuki's run length reset itself, so that was only a 44-second stop, but I don't think it was on the schedule that I would have expected.
There's an incident in Eau Rouge.
44 seconds, that's tyres and fuel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a full 25-lap run. And yeah,
I wonder if they tried to double stint the tyres or something,
I realised they
it just
couldn't.
and they fell away,
failed miserably. Yeah.
and that's why they spun. So they thought it were better, you know, bit early.
I mean, Ricky fucking double stinted his tyres, so that gained us some time. But then he
Like,
also
oh,
had
yeah?
double stint, so he lost some. You made me shit myself then. I was like, who the fuck's that?
Well, you can wait till you pit before you wipe.
Oh.
We weren't taking headsets into lose.
Yeah.
We've
Nice.
learned that lesson.
Consistent times. Well done,
P3's
Axel.
coming at pace, Axel.
That's all I'm trying to do, be consistent. I don't think I've got a single X yet.
Well
No,
done.
now that you said it. This is P3 behind you.
Yeah, I'll let him go
I think
as
he's
soon
going
as
to
I
want
can.
to pass you soon, isn't he?
Can someone tell him I'm going to let him go before the chicane? So he doesn't fly it into the freaking Blanchimont. Is that
I don't-
possible?
If he does, just lift a little bit. We'll not be able to get
I'll
messages.
just
Yeah,
go
right.
for it anyway.
Hold your line.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
have
going to
the
pass you before you get there. isn't he?
Still there.
Chat
Rear
as a
right.
watcher.
Blue flag.
And he may not be looking at his chat anyway.
No, this is true.
Yeah. I don't have mine on. If people send me messages, I can't see them.
Yeah.
It's distracting, especially when somebody thinks it's your fault that something's happened and they
Send you
send
like
in
a
multiple
million.
messages. Yeah,
Like earlier in the race for me.
yeah, that's exactly why I turned mine off.
How do you turn it off? I'll have to do that at some point.
It's in main settings options, you know, somewhere. Might be in the graphics.
God, this car does feel fucking good for a Rouge Radion.
Yay.
So it's in options and option and this bottom left. text
Oh, yeah.
chat.
I have system messages on, so I know when I'm getting off tracks,
Right.
Yeah.
and just have chat off. It's distracting when other people are arguing with each other as well.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is true.
You don't
Because
be
it just
part of
takes your eye off because things keep coming up and you get nosy.
Well, I find that with Discord users popping on and off while I'm practicing.
Yeah.
If I've got Discord open while I'm like just running laps on my own,
That's
and then
why.
something comes up in the corner of my eye, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Now I'm in the wall.
That's, I suppose, one advantage to my ADHD is when I'm focused on something, I'm really focused on it. That's why I can talk and still be consistent with lap times.
Axel, I've got the flip side of that. I will go squirrel. But I'm also, like, yeah, I also had the diagnosis as a young person. So now I just plan out everything in writing.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. All of the things they taught me in grade 9 is like, oh, I'm finally 30 years later putting them into use.
Incident in La Source.
It's like, find the pen color that works, find the sticker that works, find the planner page that works this week.
Well, I say on my ADHD, I focus on stuff. That's only if I'm enjoying it.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm not enjoying something, I can't focus on it.
Yep. Like I can lose hours cross stitching. If I've got something fun I've got something fun to listen to, I can just stitch. And it, like, when I was driving my dad for his cancer treatments, how many summers ago was that? 4 summers ago. It was like 5 days a week. I'd pick him up at 8 o'clock in the morning, drop him at the clinic, go to the parking lot across the street, cross stitch for an hour and a half. And it just let those mornings go. It was fun. Like I was kind of glad to do it and glad I could do it for my dad. But it gave me something to do instead of like twiddling my thumbs.
Start worrying about you know.
Yeah, well, thankfully, prostate cancer is a thing people die with most of the time, not die of.
Yeah.
I just kept running that through my head. And so I just like, this is what I can do to contribute to this. This is what I'm doing. So and he's not terribly mobile, so I'd load him and his rollator into the car, and then he didn't have to pay for parking either.
Yeah.
And I got good food cooked for me. Because my dad is a fantastic cook. Not so much about the cuisine, but he's a great just basic food cook.
Yeah. A staple diet done well.
On your left.
I see
Oh,
him.
maybe not.
He never actually got left before I could turn him.
Well, he got out to your left, but realized he wasn't going to pass you.
If he's got any sense, he'll wait until after a Rouge.
Yeah, the camel straight.
We can hope for the sense. I've seen some egregious examples this afternoon.
I think he's going to try and get everyone going downhill.
I think so too. Oh, maybe not.
Well, I got a really good exit there.
You did.
I was watching him and he got a good exit as well, and I was surprised when he didn't catch you.
You can go for a move now, I don't care. In fact, what I'm going to do is, hold off to the right. Bit of a left.
Car left. Clear on the
And thankfully he didn't misjudge it.
And he's
Go
giving you a
straight.
flash for it as well.
Good.
V10. There's an incident in Lake Coon.
Why is my wine glass empty again?
Someone off in Lake. Oh, yeah, there's someone.
Yeah.
I didn't even get yellow flags in game.
No, that would have been too quick, I think. It's the hole in this wine glass that I think is the problem. The one in the top.
The one that finds its way to your mouth.
It's a nice light white wine. Like it's a Niagara blend. So it's easy drinking.
Haven't you got one of those glasses that just sits straight on top of the bottle yet?
It's a box in the fridge. I
That
think
might be somewhat
not my
cumbersome.
point.
I could put the straw in the Tetra Pak, but then I'd have to drink 4 liters in one sitting. And I'm not
Oh
quite
no.
I'm not that well practiced anymore.
Never been much of a wine drinker. Although me and our lass did find a really nice rosé one weekend and we sucked about 10 bottles on it.
Yeah, this is kind of not super sweet, but not super dry. It's a Pinot Chardonnay blend. It's just a nice. I'd compare it to a nice, boring German beer. It just tastes right.
Yeah. I did make some wine once, although I didn't actually drink much of it.
Okay.
Mrs.'s mum really liked it. She had most on it.
Okay. My late aunt used to do a low alcohol.
Oh, this wasn't no low alcohol.
Apricot Chardonnay, which I could enjoy and then drive home from their place. It was more for the, yeah. It was more for the I can drive after I drink this.
I just got my first 1X.
That's fine.
We got 5 more, mate. Rate you going, you should be alright.
Alright. I am going to do something about the glass and also have a quick comfort break. I will be right back.
The thing you're doing with the glass is filling it, yeah?
The glass will be filled before I empty the other.
Yeah.
Right back.
Christian Poff.
Yeah, he did say he was gonna.
Fastest lap.
Yeah, still in chat with muted.
15.46.
Nice victory, go.
I don't think he had much of a choice. He went off the corner before.
Oh, right. Started to get light.
Yep.
You can see the sun rising as he jumped in.
Yeah. See a bit of blue sky. Yeah, you can see it there on that one. I've got on TV view.
Yeah, I got it on mixed TV.
No, I'm just on TV one.
I find mixed TV is a bit better because
I normally do,
all the
to be
different
fair.
TV angles.
Yeah.
And you get a little bit from inside the car as well, which is nice.
I normally do have it on that one, to be fair.
Do we know how far behind the guy behind us, please?
Oh. Was on the same lap, 16 seconds last time you passed.
Yeah, so he's gained quite a lot on me recently, but...
Let's have a look.
He's on start finish right now.
Alright, I'm back.
Looked his laps. Oh, it's that Patrick Next car. It's Mikey Mingo, that's a great name. And he's doing 2:19s, 2:18.
Yeah, so he's 2 or 3 seconds quicker than me consistently.
We did have one at 2:25 not long ago.
That would be when he went off.
Yeah.
He seems to have about 5 or 6 decent laps and then one bad one. Got a handful of 20s, 19s, and he's got a 20 I-22. Then did well again in a 30, and did well again in a 25.
I wonder how this group got together, because Mikey is mid-south, so that'll be a US, and the other 3 members of the team are German, Austrian, Swiss.
Probably the same as us.
Yeah.
I mean, we're from all over the place, aren't we, so?
Yeah, we only needed one other Americans or something
You are
to
not
actually
going
race,
to
you
move
know.
there. What the fuck was that sort of dive?
Is this that one again?
No, it's a different one. It's a
a
yellow
different
Ferrari, but it is a different one.
Being a yellow Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got Ferrari'd again.
He came from about a second back and went for a dive into the chicane.
That was never on.
And then overgassed it, over accelerated as he come out to try and get in front.
That was never on.
I'd say let him by.
Yeah, it might cause you an accident.
Yeah, I'll left it at the end of this.
On your right. You're clear on the right.
Oh my god, he's so indecisive. I lifted so early.
On your right.
Oh, you're actually going to go for it here? Go.
Still there.
Get past me then, dickheads.
You are clear on the right.
And the other one's gonna go too in the open door. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're sensible.
I've only just got past him anyway. He's been making a few mistakes over the past couple of laps. I don't know if they've just pitted or they were on cold tyres or what, but they were making mistakes.
Which one behind?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Yuki again.
Yeah, he made a couple of mistakes, which is why I'm now in front of him.
No, there's 7 laps out of the pits. So that's not cold tires anymore.
No, that's just making mistakes.
Seen 2 laps on mine. Yeah.
I see 7, but I
Telling me they pitted on 306.
Which
might have been a drive-through.
B12, innit? Yeah.
I have lap. Am I wrong? Possibly.
Are we on about the BMW behind?
Yes.
Yeah, number 241. That's.
Yeah.
Yeah, telling me they pitted 3 laps ago now.
That would put him by driving cold tyres on the lap I got past him.
That would make much more sense, but I see him as having pitted 8 laps ago.
Ooh.
I wonder where the discrepancy is.
Doesn't really matter. Anyway, I got past him. That's all that matters.
That one might have been a drive-through. Because drive-throughs don't register on my data as pit stops. And we're at that point of the race.
Well, then according to Race Labs, we're only one on
Car
lap,
left.
9 laps down.
Clear left.
Yeah, and
So that'll be interesting when we cross line next. See if it
yeah, I was
catches
about
up.
to say, given that Yuki just got by us, that they should be on the same lap, but only a few meters ahead of us on the track.
Yeah, so they'll still show a lap down, I believe.
Yeah, should do. Should do, but there are some days where I just don't trust iRacing.
Yeah. P11's just come out at pits in front of us. He's on his outlap.
Okay.
Mikey Mingo. There's 9 seconds in front.
Wait, they've pitted again?
That after that's quick pit stops.
I wonder if they getting done for speeding on the way out.
They only
That's
pitted
possible.
like 4 or 5 laps ago, didn't they?
Yeah, it was short. It was definitely not a long run.
Unless they wanted to get back onto their preferred strategy or whatever.
That's possible.
So they did a stop when they had a planned stop.
Oh, got a very Asian team in front of us. Position.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that we've been fighting with them most of the race too.
Yeah, there's been 3 teams really we've been fighting. One of them's pretty much out of it now. So we're down to about 2 teams we're fighting consistently.
They're 3 laps in front of us, so we have to. Something happening.
Yeah, it's the is it Mikey and Yuki we're fighting currently? I think they're the 3 we're battling with.
Right now, we'll take it.
So.
Well, according to my dash, I am a whole second up on my best for this stint.
Nice.
Nice.
So there should be a decent lap less.
So a bit of daylight we call track.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing what happens when you can see what's ahead of you.
Yeah. It's amazing how good you are when you can see anything.
Mm.
It's not so bad when there's cars around you because they light it up a bit more for you.
Yep, that was a good lap, 220.
Nice.
Nice, mate.
And we are down to 26 runners.
26.
Yep.
Pretty much half the field's gone. Not far off.
Very nearly.
It's incredible, we've not had any what I would call major incidents throughout the whole thing.
Shh.
Hush.
Find some wood and touch it.
Done.
Okay. I've seen ice hockey games won and lost in the last second off the face-off. I never assume something is over until the clock is run out.
Oh no, it's definitely not over. I mean, how much time have we got left? 12 and a half hours, more or less?
Um, 11 hours, 20 minutes.
Ah, okay. I was slightly off. 11 and a half hours.
We
Pretty
once
much
sort of
half the
tried
race.
to win a cup final about 4 minutes after time had finished.
I've seen Michael Schumacher pull over on the last straight in Austria. Barrichello even.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had Bottas get the puncture
Yeah, on pretty much the last lap.
on the way to victory. Yeah.
Where was that Baku won it, that one?
Could have been.
I'm sure I've seen Jeff run out of fuel one way to the finish line at Watkins Glen.
Yellow flag, watch out.
I'm sure it was Jeff or Jamie.
Did anyone
Could
see
be.
where that yellow flag was? Oh,
No,
it was P12, Mikey Mingo. They're now right in front of me, 3.6 ahead now. They've actually lost position to Yuki.
Yes, they have. Because your next target is 3 laps ahead.
I'm going to let this Ferrari go.
We might have got slow down there. Took a right cut. I'm surprised I didn't get one.
You're clear on the left side, clear on the left.
Bit of fuel saving as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got a ride launch out of there.
Yep, nearly into his tail feathers.
Yeah, I got a really good launch out of Lacom then.
Yeah, all of a sudden I saw the spoiler come back into shot.
I will take your slipstream though and some fuel saving.
Alright, clear on
Why
the right.
is that pit
right
stop
side.
time stopped?
Clear right.
Oh, that'll be a 15-second stop and go.
Oh, there's the wingless wonder that now has a wing again.
Is that ahead of us, or is it?
Yeah, they've just passed us. I let them go into the chicane.
Yeah, why not?
Realistically, after pit stops have played out, we've got nearly a full lap on our closest rival, so I'm not fussed about going fast.
I think you're right. Because we're very much out of sync with them.
I think they've both had unscheduled stops, whereas we just haven't.
Yeah. We've been lucky that everything that's happened.
Yeah, the drive-throughs I'm not counting.
Right, but I mean, we've had like optional repairs, whereas they've had unscheduled stops.
Generally, our incidents have come right at the end of a stint as well. It's just been because tyres have been a bit.
Yeah,
off.
or back markers are being dickheads, or you know.
Exactly.
Can someone make sure my stop is set up, because I don't think I've got that much longer to go, have I, before I stop?
You've got
it's
about
all
5
ready.
laps.
27.7 gallon. Windshield tear off is on. Tyres are on.
This stint seems to have gone quite quickly, though.
I don't feel that it's out of the ordinary, to be honest.
No, I don't think it actually has gone any quicker. I think it's just
No,
felt it.
That's fair.
Oh, that's a 219.
That is.
You've nearly fuel saved that lap as well. 6.8. You're on laps.
So you reckon if I do a bit of lift and coasting over the next few laps, we can get it?
I don't know. I don't know if you can try. I'll let you know how you're getting on.
Well, if not, I'll just go for a super fast last lap.
Yeah. Carefully, please.
Yeah, a carefully super fast last lap.
I'll let you know in a couple of laps if you're getting any closer, whether it's working or not.
Mm.
And this is going off black box, so it should be accurate. What happens if you actually click start spotting? Does it just give you an extra couple of camera views or something?
It turns off the in-game spotter.
Oh, right.
Apparently.
Oh, I found it. Like, puts the camera to more of a realistic time. So you see more realistic time. Otherwise, it's like a second or two back, I find.
Oh, okay. I've always found it to be fairly accurate. Just watching live.
I did just think, I'm not sure I've actually started crew chief. But I've just realised I've...
There's an incident
Oh no, I have.
chicane. We think it might be Stevens.
You just got told?
Yes, I just got told something. I just thought, I haven't heard him say anything in a while. Did I ever turn him on?
Stevens in the chicane.
Yes.
Yeah, that is exactly when I lost internet. Sorry. I'm reading an article about the Rogers wireless and internet outage 2 Fridays ago.
Alright.
The coding error that triggered the cascade of events that caused the company's core network to fail was introduced at 4:43 a.m. Yep, right about the time I was going to watch F2.
Oh no.
I have the benefit of my cell phone being on a different provider from my terrestrial internet, so I just tethered and watched at lower resolution.
Yeah.
But that's exactly why I keep my services separate.
Yeah, all my services are separate, so I always have some form of connection.
Yeah. Well, my aunt and uncle, who have all of their services bundled with Rogers, were completely out of luck. And my cousin, 4 provinces over, messaged me over Facebook and said, hey, could you let my parents know that there's a major outage? I'm like, short of actually driving to the other end of town? No, I can't.
Blue flag.
So I'm going to talk to them about switching their cell phone provider.
Williams.
coffee.
Yep.
And then a power nap.
Okay.
Quite surely.
Okay.
On your ride. You are clear on the ride. Okay, Edward, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I've also got a treat tomorrow. My parents are coming to watch the F1 with me.
Oh, okay. That'll be nice.
Yeah. They don't live far away, but with work and everything, I don't have to see them that often.
Mm. My mom and dad are about 20 minutes drive away.
Yeah, about the same.
And I do once a week big grocery shop for them because they're not so able to go into the bigger stores.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough then.
Yeah, they're both, well, mom's over 75, dad's over 80, so
Oh yeah.
yeah. And neither is as spry as they used to be.
No, I can imagine.
Oh, Dad actually did a really, really nice rare roast on Wednesday after I dropped off the groceries.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, like I'm a blue rare beef kind of person, and usually restaurants won't even go that far for me. So
No.
so Mom and Dad eat the outer part of the roast, and I eat the inner bit.
Oh, fair enough. That works.
Yep.
I like mine a bit more than that. I like a bit medium rare, but
Most people do. I accept that I'm an outlier in that case.
you can eat your meat however you want, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect anyone else what you do, does it?
That's rather the point. It's just unfortunate when I go places where the host prefers well done and then lets it rest after that.
Oh, so that's no longer well done, that's congratulations.
Indeed. It's and unchewable.
Yeah, anything more than medium, you shouldn't be eating beef.
No. But that's what they're comfortable with, so that's the way they barbecue it too, and it's like, okay, I will have less beef and more potatoes this time.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You know, I might buy myself tomorrow at some point.
There's an incident in the chicane.
Rack of ribs. I've not had a rack of ribs in ages.
Mm. Well, another Canadian chain.
Is that
Swiss
Mikey
Chalet.
off again? A couple of cars up.
That's.
He's only 10 seconds
yes, it
ahead
is.
again.
Yep.
I need to watch my fuel now, see if I can go for a second lap. I think I can. I think I can extend by one.
Okay, then don't try to pass Mikey again.
No, I'm not gonna.
No, on the subject of ribs, I just there's a restaurant here called Swiss Chalet that's famous for rotisserie chicken and barbecued ribs.
Oh yeah.
But they've started doing like chilled. Oh, I'll let this
Clear
go by
on the
you.
ride.
Chilled pre-cooked ribs that you then put in the oven for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Your barbecue sauce. Oh, I had one of those earlier this week. It was heavenly.
I just love it when they're perfectly done, full off the bone. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, at Costco we can get a pack of 2 of these for like $21. So one's in the freezer. I had the other one this week. Baked it, like baked for 20 minutes, as I said. It was perfect.
Yeah, do love a good rack of ribs. Do you have, I'm assuming you have TGI Fridays over there.
Do we have any up here? That's a good question.
I know they do in America, and they've recently started doing them over here. But their ribs are divine. Their ribs are the best ribs I've ever had.
Okay, Edward, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
I don't think we have them. Niagara Falls, Canada. I'm intrigued to know what Richie's listening to.
Very little fuel left. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Yeah, the only one in Canada I can find is at Niagara Falls, which is like an hour and a half drive from me.
So probably not worth it just for some ribs.
No. No, especially like, and the packaged Swiss Chalet ribs are half the price of what one gets in the restaurant, and they're meatier. The ones you get in the restaurant tend to be so, like, bone and no meat.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And that's like, why did I pay $25 for this meal? Certainly wasn't for the puny baked potato.
I don't know what that converts to in British pound.
Probably about 13 quid.
That's actually not too bad, really, for some ribs. You're looking at about 20 quid normally for a rack of ribs from a restaurant.
Yeah, we're looking at. Wow, yeah, that is expensive.
Yeah, that's normally about the going rate for steak, ribs, stuff like that.
We're running on fumes, mate.
And
hit this lap. In this
cost
lap.
of meat is more expensive for you than it is for us because we've got more of it in the country.
Yeah, exactly. Right, I'm boxing this lap anyway.
Okay.
Incident in the chicane. We think it might be Martin.
Don't forget your pit limiter.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
I completely forgot till I sat down. I was meant to be keeping an eye on your laps for you, mate. Sorry about that.
I got the extra lap. I did get the extra lap.
You got the extra lap. You've also got 0.8 of a lap left.
Yep, I got the extra lap.
You might be able to get 2 laps.
Well, it's a bit late now.
Serious saving.
No, I mean, yeah. You'd have to do it for the full stint.
Like, I don't know how long that stint was. I think it was a 26er.
Yes, it was a 26.
On 296. Yeah.
Pretty good then.
Yeah.
We're sorry, in on 295.
Okay, so
And then in on
we are how many laps?
320.
Because I'm on lap 321 of the race.
Yeah,
no.
that's what we're on.
Yes, yeah. Last pit
because
stop, we came in at 295.
So yeah, I did get 26 out of that.
26, yeah.
Pretty good going.
Yeah, you've gained another 2 minutes for us.
Very nice.
Or you've held, yeah. What's left on the pit stop?
Not long.
Okay.
I don't know exactly, but they're putting tyres on now, I think.
Okay, so you'll be out at 9:51 then, which yeah, we've gained another minute.
No optionals, is that?
No. It seems like a long stop, though.
We'll see what it is when they put you down.
Well, I've already been at... what?
There you go.
109.
It does occasionally simulate problems in pit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if there's a seized gun or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know he did that. So I
Yeah,
have
you just
lost
add a little bit of
position.
time on for something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have lost one of the positions. I've kept the other. Oh, that was a bit close, Mr. Mercedes.
I was looking down at your time to Yuki, sorry.
Yeah, we're close.
He could have crossed the pit exit line.
That was not necessary.
Got 9 seconds on Mikey.
Is it? I've got him a little bit further back.
I've got 9.2 on mine.
Okay, my data is fucked again.
It'll probably take till I go back round to the start finish before it resets.
Quicker than
Yep.
you entering the chicane.
Are you using SimLab for your?
No, I have sim racing apps. It's a freeware, but every time I've like messaged for support, the answers come back within an hour and a half. So sometimes free is good.
Well, I mean, some of Race Labs is free, you know.
Some of it is. I really like the track map, and that's
Could
not
someone
free in
message
Race Labs.
Richie, please, and ask him to mute his mic or something? That's getting rather distracting.
I can do it. Well, what's
Will
it
you?
doing?
He's listening to something, and I keep hearing his notifications go off.
Oh, is he not actually there?
Doesn't sound like it. Some sort of broadcast in the background.
Yeah, I can hear it, and I'm sure I just heard his phone go off a couple of times.
I agree with you.
I'll send him a message telling him.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll hear it on the phone, but he won't hear it because the phone's not near him. That may be the flaw in the theory. Oh, and I just heard me.
He's watching racing or something, I think.
I just heard canine, 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 I want a dog.
Oh.
I'm not sure that's racing.
No, it's not. I thought I heard 3939 or something.
No, I heard canine, 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 dog is what I put together.
Yes, a canine is a dog. Well done.
Thank you. I have glasses of wine. I am going for my 4th shortly. But I'm just more likely to sound like the rest of you. Well, less Mid-Atlantic and more UK than I normally do.
What was that? I missed that.
Whoever this person is that was asking for the dog earlier is now talking about smoking weed. Very, very passionately. Do you have... Tuggy, do you have administrative type rights to mute him?
Oh, is it only muted him for me?
The gap behind is now 5.9
Yeah.
seconds.
I did mute him. I must have muted him for me.
Yeah, I just wonder if you've got more of a
Mute
global
Sterling.
power.
Keep it within the
I'm
track
just going to have
limits.
to kick him.
And then he can figure it out later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Thank
messaged
you.
him
Yeah, but I
to
suspect the
say
message is
I'd
on the
muted
phone
him,
that
but
Like,
Okay.
normal talking I'm fine with, it's just little mumbling. That
when
gets
you
me.
can't when you can't parse it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's like, you know, I know a lot of people can't hear it, but with my autism and that, it's the little buzzing noise you get from a fridge.
has that done it?
Yeah, that's muted him for me, thank you. He'll just have to message you when he wants unmuting.
Yeah, I've said just message me when you're back.
Yeah, thank you.
I think he may well have fell asleep,
It's very
That's
possible.
entirely possible.
which is understandable.
So, sorry, Axel, ADHD and ASD?
I have Asperger's syndrome.
Okay.
And dyslexia.
Oh, that's
I have.
Now
I
you're
have
just showing off, mate.
I have
Come
a
on.
great combination.
I have a former student, now friend, who had all of that, plus Tourette's.
Oh.
And shed load of nutritional things that he needed to be very careful of.
Oh,
So it's, what you've just told me doesn't even faze me. It's just, okay, this is who you are.
I bet it was sensory entertainment on a night out.
Well, that's my thing. People have asked me if there was a cure for any of them, would I take them? And I always say no.
But it would make you less of who you are.
Exactly. They make me who I am. Yes, they can be a bit annoying from time to time and get in the way of certain things, but...
I'm happy. It's great for endurance racing.
But indeed, it makes you. It
makes me good at other things.
Exactly. It pisses me off sometimes when people call all of these disabilities. No, they're just different abilities.
Exactly.
Oh, what a lovely sunset, aye.
Sunrise.
Sunrise, even, yeah.
I wonder if anyone's attempted a 48-hour race.
Car behind is reeling you in. The
I
gap is
think
now
Ricky
2.8.
tried it unintentionally some time ago.
Yeah.
Because one server died and he joined another one later in the day. We've had some brilliant luck with servers just going tits up in the middle of our races.
I've heard about that one. Well,
there was
a stint and a bit, I've only got 2 X's.
Nice.
I'm going to get a drive-through again, aren't I?
It appears so, yes.
I think I had five to play with last time, didn't I, when I got in car?
I think you've got 4 currently, if I don't get any
4
more.
so far, yeah. I expect 2 to play with.
Okay. Tug, are you sticking around for a bit? I'm just gonna go refill this again.
Yeah, I'm here till my stint there.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Coffee's kicking in. I don't think I need a power nap.
Got a huge gulf of space in front of us now.
Mike is caught up.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to fight him. Their pit
No,
stops...
still got 11 hours left.
And their pit stops are about half a stint behind us.
Right.
So they've got an extra stop to do by our calculations anyway.
Oh, yeah. So it's not actually for position then, is it? We're just next to each other at a minute.
Right, I'm back. Did I miss much?
No, we were just talking about Mikey and their pit stops.
Oh,
Yeah, how they've got an extra pit stop on us as far as we can tell to have to do at the end of the race.
Well, Yuki's due for one in the next 2 or 3 laps, I suspect.
I think Mikey's about the same, maybe a few laps extra.
Mikey's on a 17-lap run. Yuki
Yeah.
is on a 4-lap run. We are on a 5-lap run.
Yeah, so Yuki should come in the next couple of laps, and then Mikey should be a few laps after them.
Indeed.
And I think Mikey's probably due for a driver swap as well.
It's possible. Excuse me, possible.
Tell you.
So I think we're looking pretty good for P10 currently.
This is Mikey's second stint.
Okay. And how many stints was he doing before? Can you
just
tell?
Looking through them now. Patrick. 2 stints.
The car behind is catching. The gap's now 0.42.
2 stints.
Look, he's coming.
Right side, to your right. Right side.
Like I said, I'm not even going to fight him.
On the right.
No, you've got advantage. Why bother?
Exactly my point.
Rather than both of you ending up in the barriers.
Let him pass, let him go for his pit stop, and we'll be a lap ahead again.
Indeed.
Especially if they keep making mistakes like they have been.
They've all been doing 2 stint runs, but this Mikey hasn't done nearly as many as everyone else. Everyone else seems to have done 4 stints, and this is only his second.
Okay. Well, he's the North American.
Yeah, so they might have
So
another...
he's in for night shift then, isn't he? So yeah, they'll have somebody else to jump in a minute.
Yeah.
Do 2, and then he'll be back in for 2.
Or he could be doing 3s.
It's
He could be doing
possible.
both.
Yeah.
I mean, our Steve on the West Coast tends to do 3s.
Alright.
I'm not sure if that's because he wants to or whether we foist them on him.
Tomato, tomato.
Eh.
Either way, he does them.
And he does them very well.
P12.
He's such a consistent driver.
Still watching Mikey.
He's
Is he
made
not?
a lot of mistakes over the past couple of stints he's done. Well, the last stint he did.
Right.
Oh,
So
was he...
maybe there might be value in watching ahead of you to see if he's off and about to kill you.
Yeah, I'm watching him very carefully. But I'm also keeping an eye on this Shane behind because he's closing fast, so I'm going to let him go.
On your right.
Yeah, he's
And there's a number 69, so you know he's going to be trouble.
You are clear on the right.
You know he's a child at heart.
Too true.
What's everyone's preferred race numbers then?
I'm not bothered. Mine used to be 420, just for grin. But then I grew up.
And you're calling the one with 69 a child?
Mine is 42.
I'm going to unmute Richie because he's just jumped out and jumped back in again, so he must be here.
I saw that. Mine is 42 for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hi, Rich. You there, mate?
Yeah, yeah, I'm yeah.
We could hear whatever was playing in the
Going on in the
background.
background, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry,
So
flicked
we
it up enough. Yeah, sorry.
It's alright.
Just checking. So whenabouts am I expected to be on next? Is it going to be
give me
around
a
350?
About
330,
that,
340, 330, 350,
Yeah,
somewhere between there,
yeah,
innit?
350 right now, but we seem to be gaining time. So
If you could try to be on for half 3 so we know you're here, if there's any problem.
pop back up at 2:30.
I was going to say, if I set my alarm for about 2:45, that should give me plenty of time to get up, get away.
Get
some,
human, yeah.
Yeah, caffeine.
Sense about me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right, take care.
I'm going to be hanging around, but I'm just going to flip my mic up so I'm not disturbing anyone now, so...
Appreciate it.
Catch you a bit.
Catch you, guys. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah. Yeah, if I can, when I'm playing ice hockey, I'll put 42 on my back.
What's the reason? There's got to be a reason.
Yep. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's the number that
the answer to the universe.
The life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah.
There was just such witty writing in that book. Between Douglas Adams, those 5 books, and Terry Pratchett, that's pretty much my life philosophy.
I suppose at one time I used to always like to be number 11 or 15 because that was my shirt number.
Okay. In football or rugby?
Rugby.
Okay.
Blue flag.
If I can take it, mine will always be number 12.
Okay.
Because it's the date I was born, the month I was born, and the date my partner
Gap
was
in
born.
front is increasing. It's now
Okay.
4.9.
So that's one of your lottery numbers there, isn't it?
Yeah. I was the 12th of I was the 12th of December, he was the 12th of August.
Okay. Why do I feel like 12th of August is familiar to me? Because one of my friends in Germany, she's the 11th.
Ah. One of my cousins was also the 12th of December.
Okay.
We might make a place in pits here.
Oh.
Who's in the pits?
Yuki's in pits.
Oh yeah, they would do.
Which is scheduled, yeah.
Track's not
actually,
really getting any warmer yet.
No, it's actually got colder. It was at 66 Fahrenheit about half an hour ago. It's
I
at
don't
65
have
now.
There's an
Yeah,
incident in
I've only
Eau
got
Rouge.
Celsius, so I can't help with that.
To be honest, I don't actually know how hot 65 is. I just know it's less than the 114 we had earlier in practice.
Oh,
fair.
lag as I enter Eau Rouge. What the fuck?
Oh, and you've got company behind you too.
Yeah, it's okay. It's come back. I just lifted.
No.
Hold your line.
That is
Still
the
there. To your
least
left.
opportune time for that to happen to you.
Yeah, isn't it just? Literally as I turned into the left. And so then I was sort of guessing where the rest of the corner was.
You navigated that so well.
It's a good job you got a bit of muscle memory.
I raised my
Yeah,
now
really
full
do.
glass. And I will continue drinking wine as the evening goes in, so I might be as convivial as Tucky was the other night, even though I don't have the example to follow.
No, you probably won't get it again for a while.
Just when you need to type, just say your letters are moving and then you'll have it.
My laptop is stably on an IKEA footstool in front of me. Just the font is too damn small to read. I should have grabbed my +1 glasses from the kitchen.
No, I were making it wobble, but I had genuinely got to the point where my eyes were also wobbly.
Yeah, I know that. I
yeah.
know the point you mean.
I have been there.
I've been there many times.
When you look really, really serious to concentrate, and it gets no better.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, Paul's teased me for day drinking if I open a beer at, 12:30? No, day drinking is when you get on the coach to the States for a cultural
There's an incident in
event,
the chicane. Looks
and
like
you're
it's
meeting with
wide.
sister cultural clubs, and you open your first beer at 8:30 in the morning. And you don't put your last one down until about 2 o'clock the following morning?
12 o'clock beer is just like an afternoon beer,
Eau
isn't it?
Rouge.
Yeah.
It is.
I'll do that if I'm going out for a meal or something, but other than that, I actually don't drink very much.
Oh, that's fair. No, I enjoy a few glasses of wine, especially right now that I'm on vacation, where I know I'm not having to go anywhere the next day.
Yeah, that's
I've been
fair enough.
drinking more this summer than I have done for years.
Yeah, I tell you the
Don't
same.
know. Don't know why.
Well,
No particular reason.
Pandemic, because I've been home, I've been drinking more at home, where normally I would have stopped in a pub and had a meal with a drink.
Mm.
So I'm probably better off financially.
I think
But
mine's because I've been spending more time with Mrs. So I'll blame her. She likes to drink.
She sounds like somebody I should meet.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, as a person unpartnered, I don't mind going to a pub, having my meal at the bar, and just chatting with the bartender to find out who that interesting person is, because bartenders tend to be people with stories to tell.
Mm.
And I enjoy listening to people's stories.
Anyway, Chuggy, when you're in the car, I'll stick around until Chris gets back, as emergency, just in case you need to, just in case anything happens.
I'm back.
Oh, that was some fucking good timing.
I could do with somebody being around while
The gap in front has
Yeah,
increased.
it's-
It's now about
after
10
my stint, so I
seconds.
can get a quick hour. Should I before my double stint?
Yeah, I will try and stay up at the very least. I will attempt. See if my meds allow me to.
Yeah, there's that too.
Oh, don't fight that because you've got to race again in the morning, haven't you?
Yeah. No, the only problem is I go quite tired once they wear off.
Oh.
I'll, after my stint, it makes sense for me to hang around for a bit.
Yeah, but
I'm already there.
Yeah.
Blue flag.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I mean, after Tuggy's next in, you're in the car.
Oh yeah. It's a backup for you that we need in case. Yeah. We don't want anybody on their own.
Yeah. I will probably survive for another 3 hours.
Richie will be having a nap.
Ah, but you can't race. I'm thinking like, you never know, cramps might happen.
No, but I mean, I can be company, but I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get the invitation quickly enough.
Paul might be back by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Paul's probably going to be drunk, he said, so maybe not the best idea when we're in a good position.
He might be.
Whoops, we've got flashing behind us.
Yeah, I'm going to let him go here.
Yeah.
Our left.
I don't know why he's in such a hurry, because P1's behind him.
Yeah.
That flash makes me less likely to let him pass.
Yep.
If they're straight point.
I don't mind so much when it's a flash as they passing you to say, I'm here, I'm coming. But when they flash in from behind, like as in to get out of my way.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna make a move, flash is fine.
Here, piss off until you actually are ready to make your move.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind letting people pass, but when they're still like a second back fucking flashing me, it's like, what do you expect me to do?
On your right.
He didn't give me a choice.
On the right.
That's how I like a move being done, decisive.
You know what? I will give you that, because the two that we had earlier, like, licked the stamp already.
Yeah, they were horrible.
That guy in front is Scott ranking 3. I'm willing to bet money that's an alt account that he's sandbagged down to a 1.4 KI rating.
Oh yeah.
To get into a split like this one.
With a 216, yeah. 216 is his last lap.
Yeah.
And he now holds the quickest lap with a 2:15.4.
Yeah.
Have we gained a place?
I could tell they were faster than a 1.4 way past
yes, we are P10 overall effectively. Once pit stops have played
11.
out.
Yeah, Mikey ahead of us is at lap 23 of this run, and will pit in 2 laps probably.
He was around about nearby, wasn't he, around the start? So
yep.
Yeah.
Kept around him, was that?
He qualified 16th. Or the car qualified
The gap
16th.
in front has increased. It's now about
The
14
thing is,
seconds.
they're about half a stint behind us.
Yep.
So
Right.
they're going to have to do an extra stop towards the end anyway, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
I
our
think
calculations
did
are
they
right.
they had a long repair at some point. I think it
They've
was
had
them.
they've had a couple of visits to the pits unscheduled.
Yeah, they had two pretty close together, didn't they, not long ago?
Indeed.
They had a 14-minute repair on 116.
Oof. Yuki has been replaced by Kaiyuki in the car behind us.
Is that like the more powerful version?
You know,
He's gone Super
I'm not even
Saiyan.
going there.
Super Yuki. That just
I'm not
sounds
gonna
like something
go there.
from the 90s.
How far behind me are they currently, that team?
2 minutes 6 by my data.
2
Blanchimont.
minutes? Jesus Christ, so yeah, we've got loads of time on them then.
Yeah, they're coming into the bus stop shortly.
They did have a pit, though, didn't they?
They did
Change the driver,
recently.
not-
They've suffered misadventure too, yeah.
That's nice.
Well,
I reckon we're going to be P10, P11 at the finish at this rate.
Yeah.
Oh, did we have a what did we get, for instance? Have we had a drive-through?
We have had a
One.
drive-through.
And we are nearing the second one.
I've
so
only had 2 incident points in my stint and a half so far.
I said nearing. I didn't say we were right of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just showing off because I've only had 2 incident points in like
and
40
I am
laps.
raising my glass. I am raising my glass to that.
yeah, see, I thought we probably would have served it by now. So that's great.
Well, we served one, but we haven't served the second one yet.
Yeah.
I reckon you're just making sure that I have to serve it again.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, we're probably leaving that for Tuggy.
I'm feeling a little bit ganged up on it, if
I
I'm
mean, what
honest.
are we on at the minute? 116.
He's got it again.
So it's, what, 4 incident points to play with?
Ish. And a
P11.
BMW
All
that's enterprising.
Clear ride.
Oh, it's the Red Bull, non-Red Bull.
It's
Gap
the
in
blue
front has
pig.
increased to 19 seconds.
How was the driving dark today?
Actually felt really good, to be fair. I think my lap times were pretty much consistent throughout.
Yeah.
The temp hasn't really gone up yet either. Yeah, it's at 65 currently.
Yeah, it's 18C. Track temp.
Did you you're on your second part now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
So did you double stint or change your tires?
I only single stinted because it was going from night to day. I wasn't sure if they'd last through that period.
Yeah, and it turned out it actually got cooler.
Yeah,
you're on 83%.
Yeah, I could have easily.
That's really good.
But I didn't want to risk it on that transition from night to day.
There's an incident in the chicane.
Incident in the chicane, is that
Car
someone
ahead's
pitting?
pitting.
Car ahead's pitting, Mikey's pitting.
Fuel Brothers has gone into the pits. On schedule.
Awesome.
Now,
Looks like P2's gone off in La Source.
Oh, P1 and P2 have got together.
Yellow flag, P10.
Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
So P2's gone off in La Source.
Yeah, and P1 lost a load of time as well. So I think P1 and P2 got together.
1 and 28. They're still both moving as far as I can tell.
Yeah, but they definitely did have enough. I got a yellow flag for them.
I think they're laughing about it now.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Must have been a bit of out.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad, but they did lose some time.
Damn, I was hoping for a freebie. Could have done a nice 20-minute repair.
Yeah, but they are like 9-10 laps in front of us still.
Someone gone in the back again, or is it just 'cause it's daytime now? You can see it all?
We did have a small incident. Ricky did have a small incident. He went off. Richie. I knew what I meant. He went off.
I was here when Richie had the side bash.
You were, weren't you?
Didn't Paul get punted from behind?
Yeah, but that was quite early on into his shit. That was ages ago now.
You may just not have repaired it.
Right
Oops,
side.
coming up on
We
your
on the
right.
right.
Yeah, I saw him. I lifted to let him go.
Yeah, you did well. Actually, that was beautifully executed.
Yeah.
I think I've got the art of letting lapped cars through pretty much down at this point.
And it is like not knowing who not to fight is
so important for endurance.
Clearly not widespread wisdom in iRacing, I think.
Okay, Edward, you've got half your fuel left.
I mean, now I've got a slipstream to fuck.
I think it's when people see it as a game and they're generally not bothered what happens. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Or then again, it can just be arrogance.
I'm quite early, aren't I, really? Because Nuggy's not in yet.
Yeah, you've still got another hour and a half, more or less.
Go and put your feet up, mate.
Get out the car, Axel.
Hey?
Get out the car, Axel.
No, I'm enjoying my run at the minute.
There's an incident in Lake Hoop.
Someone off in Lake Coombe, apparently.
Yellow flag.
Yep, I've got yellows.
It's P12.
Watch out
have they gone again?
Yeah. Oh, that's a big hit as well. I'm going back for a look at that.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of damage, so they may be out of it now.
Oh, that were a couple of contacts.
That's the 241.
He's got grass on outside, on all the way across, slammed into other barrier.
Oh no.
What, you just
all on his own, or?
Yeah, yeah, just lost it. He went wide and caught grass and it sent him cross track. Yeah. Then as he's gone to turn around, he's just had another bump into barrier.
Yeah, that's going to be a fair amount to repair them.
Okay, so we're
at worst P11 now.
We're now 3 laps down on the next Yuki. And that is
same run, same lap as P11.
From before.
Fuel goal.
He can't turn properly. He's struggling to turn left.
That's going to be a long ass repair then.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, Mark is just coming up through a rouge.
Yeah, I have lost them a bit, but I think we're still okay for them. I think between us and them, so long as there's no incident, it's going to be a case of who can do their last pit stop first.
Mm.
For car 21, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Unless something happens.
Yeah, exactly. I think it just comes down to who can do their final pit stop the earliest.
We could get lucky and 1 or 2 cars in front have an incident.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because we're what, 2 laps, 3 laps behind the next one up, so that's
a relatively small repair.
That's a 5-minute repair.
Just had another spin, trying to not be in the way for other people. And he's crabbing, he went on the grass and then he's just span around.
He's having a not good lap.
Sounds like it might be quicker to tow.
Well, he's just before the last chicane now.
Okay, he's nearly there then.
pit.
Yeah.
What's this car behind me? Who's that?
It's a lap down. It's P15.
16, 17 laps
Alright.
down.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
you right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my answer to that one.
Yep. I wholeheartedly agree. And you should have some breathing space to P5 behind you.
Oh, Mikey, they've just had the pit. Is that what you were just talking about?
Yeah.
A few laps ago, yeah.
But they did come out further in front than they did the previous time. If that makes sense. Love a good bit of slipstream down here, like.
Yeah.
There's an incident in the chicane.
Back in 10th.
Yep.
Yep.
10th position.
Now it's up to some of the runners in front of us to have longer pit stops than necessary. And
Well, I mean, Chris is in soon, and Chris is our fast driver, so.
The night time shift.
I'm not gonna ask Chris to make up 3 entire laps.
No, I'm just saying he should cement the P10 for us more than making up 3 laps.
Dougie's
Yeah,
in
that's true.
next, and
Yeah,
he'll be able to do that.
No, it's fair.
Let's put the pressure on.
I'm a bit less nervous now, so obviously, because I've done a stint and it's daylight.
And
The
you've
track's
got
still going
daylight.
to be cool.
Yeah.
It does make a difference though, because for the faster corners, when you have to be just like that little tweaky accurate on where you're heading the car, for nighttime it's harder to see where you're going.
Oh, it absolutely is.
It's just a little bit more nerving at night time. You're a little more sketchy, aren't you? You turn in and you think, well, was that the right point? So you ease off a little bit.
And you don't know until it's too late.
Yeah, or you accelerate when you can see where you're going rather than
Yeah.
because I can see it out me on the monitor in daylight.
Yep.
That tunnel vision from headlights.
Back marker just overtook Xiao Dai.
Very well pronounced there, Chris.
I don't know if it's correct, it just sounded fun.
It sounded good.
It did sound pretty accurate, to be fair. It sounded authentic.
You may have just called him a really bad name, but
Yeah. What about my mother?
yeah. My mother does what to donkeys?
Actually, I will say I love working in a school with so many multinational.
I wondered where you were
students.
going with that, Jane.
As a person who loves language and pronunciation and cares about pronunciation, learning how to pronounce names properly to me is something I find really cool.
Mm.
And just a respect
that
thing
interests
for
you as
these
well.
students. Yeah.
The problem is there's just so many different languages and things that you're never going to get it all.
No, but there are when I look at a Chinese student's name, I've got a pretty good idea now
That's
of
gonna
what
be an X.
consonant. Yeah.
Stay between the lines, please, Edward.
When I look at a Chinese student's name, I'm more likely to pronounce it correctly because Chinese students have told me how to pronounce their names, and I look and I listen, and I've always parroted very well, if that makes sense.
Apparently Chinese or Mandarin is really about the tone as well.
Yeah,
The
and that's
language,
why
anyway.
I try to be super careful about it as well. But I think I would have been 3, and I was part of our children's group in our cultural club, and was able to recite a poem at the Mother's Day event. because I'd memorized the sounds. I hadn't a clue what I was saying, but I was able to mimic the pronunciation correctly.
Perhaps something of that early exposure stuck with you. That's why you enjoy it.
Yeah, and I mean to this day, I will probably always say your name, Axel, as Axel, not Axel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I know more German ones than English ones.
If you were American, would it be Axel?
No.
It would be shooting target.
No, but like if somebody is named Tristan, I will always say Tristan.
Pitting?
Wait. So what?
No car in front stuck at the pit entrance.
Oh, has he run out of fuel?
No, he's crabbing terribly. His car were almost bent in half.
How would you pronounce the Graham show? Oh, Norton show.
As in Norton?
Yeah.
Graham Norton.
Does it depend what area they come from to how you pronounce it? Like if they're American?
That one, probably not.
Whenever Americans come on his show, they always call him Graham.
I find some.
Okay, yeah, I can see that in some U.S.
Graham cracker
areas.
Would you say Craig differently as well?
Oh yeah, you get that one too.
Oh, fucking Craig. I've heard that one before.
South Park, they call him Craig, and it's.
I would say Craig, but I shorten it a little bit. It's a fun one. My outgoing principal, unfortunately, and I'm gonna miss her dearly, or vice principal, is originally from Birmingham, but she knocked her edges off living in London and then in Germany with her husband. Was so confused when I said, yeah, Dawn was the person who helped you. But she would pronounce it Dawn.
Yeah.
The difference between Dawn the man and Dawn the woman.
Yeah, I'm thinking when you first said it, I was thinking like Don, D-O-N, like London or something.
And I thought Dawn.
I call this assistant supervisor from the education center Dawn. But Pauline would look at that and say Dawn.
See, even when you say it how you say it, I can hear the W in it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because of your. Maybe there's a bit of northern.
Well, I'd say Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you're not pronouncing the W as much,
I would call a person, a gentleman who used to be our supervisor in the department since retired, D-O-N, as Dawn. Like the O is so much shorter.
Yeah, I'd overpronounce the O. I'd say Don.
Yeah, Don. Yeah.
Yeah, it's shortened so much in the gentleman's name.
What name is that for? What is that short for?
Donovan.
Donald.
Oh.
Or Donald.
I think. I honestly, in this person's case, I'm not sure because he was kind of the other side of the department than the one I reported to, but just we had to chat with him occasionally. So good.
I think Langdon's a name as well, isn't it?
Which one?
Langdon. That's a name, isn't it? It could be short for.
Yeah, it could be.
I've never.
I mean,
sounds like a word you just made up.
No, we have a.
I know a couple.
It might be a surname.
A few kilometers away. Yeah, it's a surname here.
I actually know a couple of people with Landon as their first name.
They must be posh.
Landon, yes. I've just never heard Langdon, where we have a Langdon Hall as a venue.
It sounds
not
like
far away from me.
Sounds like a Cockney saying London.
Landon. Easy.
Okay. Yeah, and my accent is so flipping muddled because I have
E4 behind you, mate.
Yeah.
I had that too. But I have, like, my mom kind of put, are you being served? And hello in front of me as a young child.
So you got your French accent
Car
down.
ride. Be on the right.
Well, the sad thing is I got my French accent long before that with CBC Francophone television. So my French is very Radio Canada. It's very academic French. Like it's very in the same way BBC received English is unlike what many people speak. My French is unlike what many people speak.
Oh, I nearly went into the back of him then.
You're fine. But I kind of feel like I end up with a bit of why can't I think of her name?
She's drinking wine all afternoon.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to complain about that. She's presented some fashion shows in the UK. She's got Irish citizenship. She's originally from Sarnia, Ontario.
Where's your mum from again? She got some internationally.
My mum?
Yeah.
My mum is of English heritage. Her parents grew up about half an hour east of Toronto.
Is that why you call her mum like we would?
Yep. Yep, she's mum.
Not mom.
And what's interesting is when my mum got married to my dad, she differentiated her mother from her mother-in-law. Nana was mum, and Oma was mom.
Ah, yeah. I guess that's because that's what they would prefer to be called to her or you.
Well, I don't. I think that's partly because Oma was trying to anglicize and her second husband, who my dad considers more dad than his father, if I can be diplomatic. Yeah, so Oma and Opa were mom and dad to my mom as in-laws. And my nan and pa, my grandparents on my mom's side, were mom and dad.
Oh, Oma and Opa, that's like Korean.
Is it in Korean as well? That's interesting.
And I think also maybe like some South Indian, like Sri Lankan or something like that, because I think they're very similar.
Okay. That's cool. Because for me it's Germanic language.
I love it when there's things that are similar between languages.
I know, right?
Especially when they're half a world away.
My brain kind of breaks because I do speak German, French, and English. Well, French is dying because I don't use it. And I kind of wish Nelson would speak French with me more often, but I'll have to take that up with him at some point when I go to Paris. I've got nobody to speak French with, so I'm usually speaking German or English. Those are the languages I pick.
In this country, if you could speak that many languages, you could get basically any job you want in marketing. They love multi-speakers.
Yeah, it frustrates me that so many people here are like, well, I don't need to speak other languages. Well, why not?
Literally, I've seen people at job fairs get hired on the spot simply because they can speak multiple languages.
Yeah.
They've got no other qualifications, but multiple languages is such a big thing.
Don't forget she lives in a country where a lot of people speak multiple languages already, because French and English.
Is the second, yeah. I mean, English is many people's second language, or French is many people's second language because they've moved here.
Yeah.
So that also kind of contributes to my muddled accent, and probably that of Latifi and Stroll. My dad was saying that Stroll's accent is very Jewish English Montreal.
Well, he isn't actually Canadian as far as I'm aware, is he?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure Stroll is actually came from somewhere else.
No. His dad is Israeli?
That might be it. Because isn't it actually
more ethnicity to
Strolovic
it,
or
but-
something?
Yeah, I mean they all live in Switzerland. Strolovic.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Born in Lawrence Stroll is okay. Is apparently born in Montreal as well.
Oh, fair enough. I just had it in my
Latifi
head.
looks and seems more French Canadian to me.
Sorry, who is?
Latifi, well, his name for one, and his appearance.
Montreal is beautifully cosmopolitan, and it does have its own particular English dialect, which I find interesting just listening to it, because you can hear the second language French in it, but you're definitely talking to an Anglophone.
I like when you can hear a Scandinavian accent in a Canadian.
Yeah, sometimes you in like Canadian or American, you can pick up like the roots of where it came from in like a European language, which is quite good.
Actually, what I found interesting, I was watching, I don't know why, an interview that Jackie Chan was doing with a Chinese Australian interviewer. And the Chinese Australian, or the Australian with the Chinese kind of frosting on top of it, if you were, that I found so interesting.
Tuggy, do you need to go to the toilet or anything before you get in the car?
I think I'm alright, mate.
And is the pit stop set up?
Yes.
Now. Yes. I once delivered to a hotel in Scotland, and there was a Polish man who was born in Pakistan.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
And he had a hint of Scottish to it too.
Oh yeah.
And that was the weirdest accent. It perfectly clear to understand, but just sounded so strange.
Well, what I find fun to listen to is Susie Wolf, because she goes from Scottish to Austrian and back in different interviews. And I find that so me, apart from the Scottish bit.
Well, I've heard her go from Austrian to Scottish in one interview before.
No, she goes. Oh, it's not even sentence to sentence. It's like front of the sentence to the back end of the sentence, and it'll shift.
There were a lot of Geordies in my regiment. I left army with a slight Geordie tinge to my accent.
I was out one night with a colleague who's since moved back to St. John's, Newfoundland. I was out at a hockey game with him and 3 of his mates. And I spent a good 2 hours with them just putting the beer back. And I sounded Newfie by the time I came out of that conversation. And that's such a musical accent to me that I don't really care. But I feel like I come out of a racing weekend with a bit of a mid-Atlantic accent, just having listened to all of you lot for the weekend. So I've picked up vocabulary, phrasing, and like not quite an English accent, but a different way of forming my vowels than I would had I spent the week at school. And I don't mind.
Do you ever like go somewhere, meet someone who's a bit new to you, and they're like, "Where's your accent from?" Because like, of all
And
the
you just
different
say
influences you get.
everywhere.
Well,
oh, that's going to be why. Ah.
They're fine.
Yeah, I didn't quite get an X.
No, you got back in time before the curb ended. I was in Germany in the mid-90s, and I was ordering ice cream on behalf of a friend of mine because she wasn't comfortable in German, or two other friends. So I ordered for myself and one of them, and then I went to ask the other one what she liked, and the person behind the counter was just suddenly shocked and said, "Where do you? I can't place your accent. Where do you come from?" Canada. But the other fun one was I was in Toronto at a karaoke night, and I'd done the 99 Luftballons from Nena.
Na, 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 na.
Exactly. Hast du etwas Zeit für mich, dann singe ich ein Lied für dich von 99 Luftballons auf ihrem Weg zu, etc., etc.
How can people fucking do that? That blows my mind every time I hear someone do that.
I can't picture that hearing that without like the wall on the video.
Well, when karaoke opens up again, I will ask my friends to film me singing it. But anyway, I was queued for the loo afterwards, and the woman behind me, in German, asks me, "How long have you been in Canada?" I'm like, all my life. And so I was born in the late 70s. I had no clue of the English version of this song until I was in my 20s. And it's a different enough storyline between the German and English versions that I can't sing the English one without like scrutinizing the lyrics.
Yeah, because it's not what you're used to.
It's, yeah.
5 minutes of fuel
Because from
remaining.
like the age of
5
10,
minutes.
I knew the German version.
I'm going for a big push this lap.
Okay.
I don't know why.
You're doing so well with the instant points, though.
I haven't got another incident point. I'm just going
No,
for a
but
big push.
That's the point.
Yeah? I'm currently half a second up on my fastest for this stint.
Okay. You do you. You've been doing 220s consistently for the last 5 laps or something.
That's
That was
218!
218.94. Alright, Edward, we're running on
Well,
fumes, mate. Hit this lap.
Round
in this lap.
applause.
Like I said,
What a
big,
huge difference from your last lap.
big push lap.
Yeah.
Where do you think that was from?
Everywhere. I'd been lifting and coasting before to try and eke another lap out.
Yeah.
This whole stint I've been lifting and coasting most of it.
And what have you got left for fuel, I hope?
It's got enough. It's got one lap.
Easily enough to get back round.
Yeah, well done.
That's why I decided to go for a big push.
Yeah, and you've got breathing space in front of you too, so.
Oh, beside on mute.
You just missed it, Tuggy.
No, I were here. I was talking. I was just on mute. Yeah, you've easily got this lap, and you were very close again to getting another lap.
But I knew I wasn't going to get the other lap, so I just thought, let's go for a really, really fast one.
I love the geography of this track. I'm sorry,
it's a beautiful track.
I love this track.
Great track to drive.
Is it? This is a newish one for you, isn't it?
Hmm?
Newish one for you.
It's a newish one that I've learned. I have been on it a few times, but I've never bothered to actually learn it. I've only ever drove around it, you know.
In this lap.
I'm sure you were part of the group that was around during my first few races. And this was in my, first 3. So you must have driven it.
Oh yeah, I've raced on it before, but I've never actually took the time to learn the track.
Yeah.
There is a big difference between racing on a track and actually getting to know a track.
Yeah. Especially when you're just racing around it for fun with line on.
Right,
Not really paying attention, you know.
Yeah. Well, that was it. In the summer of 2020,
He's going
on your
left, you're clear on the left. Watch
we
your
were all
speed.
just kind of like, oh, what is this? and I just joined it later than most people anyway.
You'll need to stop again.
P9 as you pulled in.
Take that.
I nearly got a whole nother lap out of it again.
Yeah, but
How many laps was that,
Yeah.
Stim? Was that another 26 or was that a 25?
Yeah, 26, I think.
26.
I nearly got 27 out of it.
Well, you know what? You may yet cross the line before your no.
No, I've already crossed it.
No, it counts at the back, not at the front. That's right.
You're going to be at about 0.6 when you pit.
Yeah.
With a
So
lap left.
Nice.
if I'd saved a bit more, but I'm happy with
I
that.
think you'd have to
stage.
save so much that it'd cost us time anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
So what?
Yeah.
3 incident points over 2 stints, as well.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
How do I remove myself from the car?
Back out, escape, like you know.
Oh, there you go.
So,
I should be out.
Yeah, we can remove you, but you don't have to.
2 litres remaining.
When
Don't forget to check the pit limiter just in case it does what Richie did.
it wasn't on, it is now.
perfect.
So what team was it that we were racing before that had the off?
V Tube or something, Japanese boys.
One of those, and
ANZC was at one
Oh
point.
yeah, I've got 'em.
Fuel Brothers.
and Fuel Brothers was the was Jake and company.
Kurt's Dream Team are back in 15th.
Mikey's just gone past us.
Mikey
Oh, well.
Minjo.
Yeah, but I mean they're offset to their pit stops.
Does anyone have any idea what lap it was where this guy crashed?
I
No.
don't. I'm sorry. 1752.
What lap are we on currently?
If you look at his laps, you'll probably be able to work out.
346.
Try lap
Car approaching. Watch your mirrors.
332 or 333.
A minute. Yeah, that seems about
'Kay.
right, doesn't it? Or even a
'Kay,
bit
I'm gonna-
earlier on.
I'm gonna do a beverage refill. I'll be back.
Damn it, that song's gonna be in my head now.
The car ahead's pitting now.
Supersonic jet fighters.
Oh, you've lost the position, Tuggy. In 10th now.
Right, I'm back.
I know one sentence in German,
Okay.
and it's because it's from The Simpsons, and
Oh boy.
my partner's pen pals were German, and every now and then they come over still,
Okay.
and they taught me the sentence from The Simpsons, which is "Sind wir schon da?"
Are we there yet?
Yeah. Because the bit when Bart and Lisa were in the back of the car going, "Are we nearly there? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" So I was like, "What is that in German?"
Oh, I found it. So it was on lap 334.
Useful.
I just want to see exactly what happened.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about my sentence and how useful it is.
Oh, I get you.
I mean,
Oh,
I
he's
did,
done
I did take German at school, but I forgot
V10.
all but counting now, really.
See, and that's where I am with Spanish because I did 1 year of that as well, but I felt so miserable when I couldn't help an older Spanish couple with directions, like the basic left, right, up the escalator, out the door.
Yeah.
I was in Toronto at the Eaton Centre Mall, and I'm like, I froze. And all I could do was para aquí, para aquí, para aquí, para aquí with my hand signals.
What's
Like
a key
this
there?
way, this way, this way. Buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Para is buy, and aquí this way.
Watching the replay of this guy's crash, I did that so many times in practice. It's such an easy mistake to make. I did it so many times.
What did he do? Oh,
Is that the one where he
in
caught grass and
Lacom,
went across?
in Lacom, out of this left-hander section, he got onto the grass on the exit, and it spat him back onto the inside wall.
yeah,
You're a passenger at that point, aren't you?
Yeah, there was nothing he could do. Such an
he
easy
must have
mistake.
just tried to carry too much speed around the wrong bit then.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
What did I do?
You posted the APA and
Oh,
IOMA.
it's like, what have I done?
No, I'm just catching up.
Yeah, that's when you said it. I was like, I heard that from.
No, and APA, yeah, I've heard. That was well, prominent in a Canadian TV show, Kim's Convenience. That's just
Oh
come
yeah,
off.
I've seen that. Yeah, I have
air,
seen some
yeah.
of that. I had
And
a bit of a
Symbiose
Korean
is
fad recently.
okay. Yeah, we've got a fair number. We've got students from everywhere because we're a magnet English language learner school. So I deal a lot in Google Translate and charades to do tech support. But it's so like when you solve a problem for a student despite a language barrier, it just for both of you, it's just so lovely, I think. Like when one of the few students' words that they can speak is thank you, and everything else we've done through Google Translate or pointing.
감사합니다.
I've always had it in English, but it's always like it's usually a thank you teacher. And I'm not credentialed by any means, but I take the word teacher as a like honorific because I've helped that student to be able to further their learning, and that's
teaching.
Yeah, that is teaching. You made
well, yeah, I'm a knowledge imparter as opposed to a quote unquote teacher. So I take the honorific as opposed to the title, if that makes sense.
As opposed to
Rather
an
than the
instructor.
profession.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean I get and I never find offense in being called teacher. I just don't do the same work that my titled colleagues do.
What's the opposite of a teacher?
Pardon?
What's the opposite of a teacher? Is there an opposite of a teacher?
I don't think so.
Brick.
Unlearner.
Yeah.
Brick's going to make you forget a bit, isn't it?
Boxer.
Yeah.
Being boxed.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Brain
I
trauma.
can't say that because one of my friends is a world championship boxer and teaches classes that do a hell of a lot more than teach young people how to throw fists. Like he's a true community builder, and I don't get time. I feel like he's one of these people that I'd like to sit and drink with more often because he's just a good human. If that makes sense.
There's just only so much trauma the head can take until it starts to
right, but
not
the
take it anymore.
Classes he's teaching for young people aren't contact classes in most cases. It's usually fitness, self-discipline, that kind of thing.
And unless you're a professional, you're wearing head guard anyway.
Yeah, but it's with rugby now, aren't they? They're saying that all these, the people that have been doing
it's because somebody's been diagnosed with motor neurones disease recently.
The rugby league guy.
Yeah, but he's third player in probably about 12 years that's been diagnosed with it. So every time somebody there's a big hoo-ha about head contact in rugby.
But they stop if there's a they stop the play, don't they? Or they have to check the person.
Yeah, they have to take players off for 10 minutes now, and they have a
Yeah.
assessment and everything if there's a
process,
suspected
yeah.
head contact.
Yeah. Is that all
Which is
throughout all
fair enough,
levels?
you know, I'm all for that. There's
Yeah,
no
I
wrong
mean,
with
it's
that. But it's when they
yeah,
start saying about taking tackles out of games and things.
Oh, and the kids at a certain age aren't allowed to head the ball, are they? For football?
No.
that's in football, yeah.
In rugby, you're not allowed to tackle until you're about 13 anyway.
In
14,
rugby, it's
and
probably
something
not a good idea to head the ball anyway.
like that. Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
know
you can,
how
though.
that would work.
I think you
I'm
can head a
not
ball
sure
and
that it
catch it.
would work. Yeah.
Wait, does that count as a knock-on?
As long as you catch it before it's floor, no.
Okay.
You surely
I
you're not
have
going to be able
no
to guess
idea
which
how
direction it goes if you head
rugby
it.
uses.
Yeah, I only have references from my colleagues who coach the sport. I've only watched in support of our student teams. But in ice hockey now, they don't have boys body checking until I think they're 13 years old.
Anyway, I'll be back in
got
a
helmets
little
on,
bit.
padding,
I'm just
haven't
gonna
they?
go do some stuffs. Get a drink and that.
Sorry. Yeah. Repeat the question.
They've got helmets and padding, haven't they?
That's the problem, I think, and this is a personal opinion. I think because there's more helmet and padding and plastic involved in all of that, because it hurts you less to hit your opponent.
I've said same with American football.
You care less about hitting your opponent, and therefore you will hit harder.
Oh, because it's not going to hurt you so much. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. I think when it was only leather guarding, so that like blades didn't cut you, that there was less, like that there was more shoving rather than outright hitting.
I think ice hockey is a brilliant sport to watch.
Makes you fearless, doesn't it, when it's too safe?
Yeah, like when you feel that you are not going to get injured by making contact with another person, you don't care about making contact with the other person or how they're going to end up.
Just like we were saying about in F1 and such.
Yeah. Yeah.
That accident where he pushed him and he went over.
Was that last week where we were discussing it? I was going to bring that up actually. The ice hockey parallel. But I figured only Jeff would get it. Because, well, how many on the other side of the ocean have played ice hockey? Because I know he has.
Oh, not many, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, in our group, but yeah.
Probably, yeah, it's not common.
Yeah, I feel like he's the only one in our.
Yeah, I've not heard of anyone else.
I've worked with someone who years back who used to play it, and that's the only person I've ever known.
Right. Yeah, once this pandemic burns itself out, I want to go back to playing because I'm a goalkeeper for the game. Not good, but if you can let me see the puck, I'll stop it. This person's having a sniff. But I really enjoy the camaraderie of the game in the women's league that I was in. And women's hockey actually explicitly forbids full body checking. You can stick check, you can weasel in, but you can't actually do a full body-to-body check. And I think that makes the women's game a little bit better until they start calling the body contact too closely. Yes, call the head checks. Yes, call that stuff, because that call the cross-checking, call the tripping, call the slashing, but a little bit of shoving should exist.
Is that the car that was I following? That was I can't even remember who was following what now, but someone was following that car before. Was it me? Or was it...
I don't recognize that team name.
I recognize the car and the spoiler at the back. So I'm just thinking maybe I was in the car at the time following it.
Okay.
I think that's a male or a female.
Shannon.
What?
Isn't it double N for female?
I don't know. Normally I see it as a double end, so.
No, I've seen Shannon single end for female as well.
Yes, same.
No.
But I'm
Female
all-
of the
yeah.
species.
Yep. Hey, we exist. You're stuck with us.
I know they do. I've seen them.
Oh, he has. That Mike, he has gone for a triple stint by the looks of it.
Yep. And due for a pit stop by the look of it.
Yeah.
In another
He
5
got in
laps.
the car at 285, and it's now 351, so it's just over a double stint he's done so far.
Who are you talking about, Minji?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Mingo. Stop being coarse.
Yeah, he got in at 285, and it's now 351, so...
Yeah.
And they've definitely served the penalty as well in that time.
Blue flag.
And that's really all the only person we're racing now, isn't it?
Maybe.
Well, the next one down behind us is another 3 laps down, and the next one up is 4 laps up. So
We don't know. It depends. Once people hit the instant points and start getting drive-throughs, that can make a difference.
Yeah, we're going to get one soon, aren't we?
Blue flag.
I think
Well,
I'll get one on this stint.
You hold your tongue on that. You're not allowed to have any more.
I'm not being pessimistic, I'm being realistic.
I have faith in you.
You'll learn.
I know you're a better racer than I am, so you're going to be fine.
10th position.
Yeah, I mean, stranger things could happen to the ones above us, so...
Yeah, that's it. We just got to race our race and
concentrate.
literally hope that something might happen in our favour. Yeah.
We might end up, one of those people ends up with insufficient driver share.
Yeah.
We may gain fixes for that.
Well,
we're not aware of yet.
it only takes one person sliding on the wrong area to end up with a large repair time.
Right.
Like that car that was behind us.
Yep.
Team Drunken Skunks have made their way up to 4.
Oh, there it is.
We'll need to come into the pits to serve the penalty.
Oh, have you just found the black flag?
Yeah.
Well, better at this point in the lap than later.
Are you going to serve it this lap or next?
I'm going to take it this one and get out this guy's way.
Yep, makes
You've got
sense.
3 laps to serve this penalty.
Except he's going to try to go in your inside, and it's not going to make much sense.
So you're right.
No, he's not, because I blocked him.
Yeah, you did a good job of that. Pit limiter.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Activate limiter.
Oh, and don't have it at full throttle. Apparently that uses more fuel.
Yeah, I'm only resting.
It's too bad the pit is so bloody long for the endurance setup.
Yeah.
So long. Should we play a game of how many laundries are getting done?
Come in to serve this penalty in the next 2 laps.
I set myself excused because I have stats in front of me.
Telling me to box.
I'm not surprised. I can tell you how many runners there still are.
All clear.
I
Exit.
assume now that is it warmer now or
No, it hasn't actually gone up at all yet.
Not really, no.
65 pound? So you are you going to think about tyres or are you going to just take new tyres?
I'm only on one stint.
Oh shit, yeah, okay, good point. New tyres.
Yeah. Who's after me?
Me?
I thought it were, but I thought,
It's
oh,
a
I
good
must be
job we
wrong.
had this conversation because I just thought you were going for 2, and then I was coming in. I'm just like thinking I'm early.
No, it's the other way around. He's Tucky's doing 1, you're
Now.
doing 2, and then he's doing 2.
Yeah.
I knew that. I've watched lots of it, so I'm just getting all muddled now.
Yeah.
Well, I've now been watching this for more than 12 hours, so.
Yeah.
I've been here the whole time except for getting food and going to the shops early on.
Yeah. Well, what was it? I came in about 3/4 of the way into the first stint.
Yeah, something like that.
Just about. Yeah. Just coming to the end of your first stint, Axel.
Mm.
And I've kind of, I think I've had 20 minutes out for cooking terrible food. Oh well, at least I didn't pay much for it.
Oh.
Oh, you held it.
I think I eased off at brakes a bit earlier there.
Mm.
P9.
I think that's the Japanese team behind us. Yeah, VTuber.
There was a Japanese team in front of us and behind us.
Yeah, we've got multiple.
The Hyoseo-dai? If that's even how we're pronouncing it.
I don't think any of us knows the correct way to do that. Nice of them to at least put it in Latin letters for us.
Yeah.
The one behind, I'd say, is Koyuki Kanagi. That's
How far behind?
He's
Literally the car behind.
2.8, but he is several laps down.
Okay. Yes, I see the team you mean. The 241 car.
Your lap times are pretty good, Tuggy, as well.
There's an incident in the chicane.
I'm going to send something in the general that someone I know's just painted on someone's office wall for them.
Your last lap time was at 2:19.46. Blue flag.
Oh, wow.
He does
That's
that for a
talented.
living.
Yeah, clearly.
But he does it, he does anything, so he'll do like Disney characters or whatever. That's the first F1 car I've seen him do. That's fucking amazing.
That is excellent. Again, that's the other thing I love about working in a school. I get to see student art. that I would never have like conceived of. And yet this beautiful stuff is all around me all the time. It's so awesome. Having a stiff right,
You're right.
and a full breathe in, apparently. Oh, Fuel Brothers pitted. And they've changed drivers, I think. Unless Luca. Fuel Brothers. Luca is in the car
Blue
now.
flag.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm amazed that one slow down.
I didn't see what happened there.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's called the rewind button. What was it? Through a rouge, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Right at the top of the hill, I think.
Oh yeah, that was close.
No, don't hit me.
Oh.
What the...
Thank you, everybody else, for avoiding us.
Good avoidance.
Apologies there, folks.
Nah, we'll live. Was it just the car let go?
Yeah, it looks like the back end just went on it. It happens.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, cause I didn't see anything different.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now
Other
12
than the spin.
seconds. He's faster than you, entering Bifania.
You know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up to be support for Chris.
Go sleep
I'm
then.
feeling it.
If you need to sleep, go sleep.
Yeah, I'll stay for this one. I'll stay till Tuggy's out the car. Well, yeah, you've only got one stint, so yeah. I'll stay till you're out the car and then go to bed.
Well, can you stay until... Actually, you know what? I'll go do it now then.
P9.
The glass refill. I'll be right back.
Wait, how are we P9? Your lap times that you're getting in clean are just getting faster and faster at the minute. And
The gap behind is now 9.8 seconds.
Right, I'm back.
Yeah, track temperature started to go up.
There's an incident in Eau Rouge. We think it might be Lee.
Is that guy behind us on a different pit strategy to us?
Well, the
Yeah.
Luca, yeah.
Yes.
I
That's
don't need
the
to fight
few
him then.
brothers.
No,
Yeah,
there's
that's the
no
few
reason to fight him.
brothers that are about half a stint offset from us.
Alright, I'll let him go then. He's catching me,
Oh.
that's all.
Let him.
The car behind is catching. The gap's now 6.3. They're faster than us into Befania.
Let's hold out pretty well then for a few laps.
Mm.
Try again.
Incident in the chicane. On your right. Clear right.
I think I'm going to do a quick PC reset before I go off as well.
Okay.
So hopefully it stays on the whole time I'm asleep.
Oh, for streaming, yeah.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm going to do that quick, and I will be back in probably about 5 minutes.